So,
Okay.
so we're live, yes.
Alive.
But I don't think there's many people. Well, I think Paul's in the chat there. Yeah, you're on your Todd there, Paul.
Hello, Paul.
It's Shazza.
Oh, I can't stop when he's got live.
Yo, what's up?
You're back.
I just had to start my PC again. It was having a moment.
Right, can we see and hear Sharon?
No,
No,
You
Can
can't
we?
you can't hear me.
no,
No.
we can. I'm joking.
I can't hear you now.
Don't ruin it, lady.
I'm on to
I
you.
had this whole thing planned, to wind her up.
Go on, pull that face, I dare you. Get on the phone and phone someone.
Like my I've been playing vinyl face.
Yeah.
I haven't, though.
Hello,
Not
everyone.
today, but you're waiting. Sorry.
It's meant to be my 9 o'clock end of the month thing, but I'm doing it a bit early because the pain level's at a level I can cope with at the minute, and so I thought, well, I'll do it now rather than just sit there at 9 o'clock going, ow, the whole time. So, yeah, thought it was better now, and I invited all this lot to keep us company. And
Who are you again? Do I know you?
no. I know you though. You're that Scouse woman, aren't you? Anyway,
I'm not Ginger.
she was Ginger. I thought she was
She
Scouse.
never mentioned Ginger. She said Scouse.
Sorry, lost in translation.
So yeah, Paul's in, Jason's in, Ali, Nia, Mandy, and Chris, and yeah, what's going on here? Just a random live, I suppose. Hi Gina, hi Babs, hi Peter.
Maybe that could be the title. Random with randoms.
Random with
Yeah.
randoms. Random drinking.
Random.
I've got my drinking.
I've got tea. Well, I did have, but I drank
Saturday.
it.
You need to get on the vodka.
Look,
That'll sort the pain out.
proper colour tea, look.
That's proper colour tea.
That's what it
Yeah. Made with proper tea bags called Yorkshire.
There you go. That's the right thing to say.
Don't get him on that already.
I
He won't get
I hear
off it.
like a radio or something.
can hear a radio.
Is it a radio?
No, it's hang on.
You're gonna swear at him now.
There's always something with old Ginger Scouse.
Wait for the slap. Yeah. She'll slap him in a minute. Yeah. Kung Fu Panda.
It's like
Believe
the
it or not.
alternative Spice Girls, isn't it? Ginger Scouse.
That is the other pair of headphones that I ordered.
Oh,
They're that
right.
loud.
Oh right. Okay.
Technology at its best.
No, technology is
Yeah.
this is what you've got on your head.
Yeah, okay.
If you ever get offered a job at PC World, don't take it. Look.
no. Well, I could do. Well, for the experience, maybe.
Imagine taking technical advice from Sharon. It'd be amazing.
Yeah, don't ever. Not ever.
Hi
So,
Terry and Kat.
Foot, Lainey, how's the foot?
Is
it elevated? Is it...
Yeah, it's currently elevated. I can feel the heat, and it's constantly throbbing. Throbbing? That's not a word. Throbbing. That's a word, isn't it? Yes.
It is. I've used it many times.
Getting shooting pains, and them's the worst bit. But the carers were looking at it again tonight when I rolled over and she was saying the bottom bit where the bottom of that ball looking thing is, it's starting to go purpley blue around there. So they both reckon it's broke. I'm like, look, we have care assistants and doctors these days, but she said she reckons that because I'm going to ring my doctors on Monday to see if I can get some other painkiller because it's not touching it.
Yeah, you do definitely need something stronger.
And I just didn't listen in the hospital, unfortunately, but
No, they never do.
she didn't even compare it though. I was thinking about this. You know how normally you injure something, they compare it to your other one. Like if you injure your wrist, they look at your other wrist. She didn't even compare it to my other foot. You know what I mean?
It sounded from the way you described it, they just wanted you out of there as soon as possible.
I think so. Yeah, it was really busy. You could see it was really busy, and she wasn't very helpful really.
It's all these extreme hobbies you have, like bird watching. It's so dangerous. I don't know.
Yeah, bird watching, kicking balls in.
Yeah.
I think you should start taking up skydiving or something. You probably get less injuries.
I know. Like my son was saying to us, because obviously initially, like the sound it made and the way it looks, I thought it was broke, to be honest. And he went, "You're the only person I know in a wheelchair who could break their foot. Like that just doesn't sound logically normal, does it?" But as it happens, well, as I said, it's not broke, but my carer's writing, like, and someone else said to us that I think it was Joan Morris. She was saying that a mum and someone else had done something to theirs, and once the swelling had gone down, they could see the breaks after when they redone them. But soft tissue damage is meant to be worse, like in terms of pain and stuff.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Oh, have you seen what Ashley said about snapping a ligament? I hope it's not something like that. I think you'd probably know. But then if you're in that much pain, it could be something.
Could be, yeah.
Blooming hope not.
Well, my son did ligament damage, and he was saying it took 3 weeks before the pain started even slightly easing. But like there was a seriously crunch noise. It was, and the thing was, it was like instantly, like, you know what I mean, like instant panic, and the shaking. Like I was uncontrollably shaking, but like I was okay, and all my obs were fine, but I was full on, like, you know.
It's probably adrenaline. You get that rush of
Yeah.
adrenaline.
The paracetamol. The paramedic, why can I not even say words? The paramedic said it was probably shock. Christ.
Yeah.
You just need vodka. That's what you
Hi,
need.
and then,
That's what I said. Vodka all the way. You soon forget about it.
yeah.
I can't see the chat, by the way, just in case anybody, not that, you know, but
Oh, they're all talking about you. They're
I was
saying
just doing,
that
it's like
bloody
looking
Yorkshireer.
helmet heed.
helmet teed.
Helmet Heed.
But yeah, hopefully it'll ease in the next couple of days, and I was probably feeling sorry for myself this morning, though.
Yeah, I can
You
imagine.
know, like, because I'd been in the same position because I'd fell asleep. But when I woke up, oh Christ, and I had to try and move my leg. It was
Oh,
like, was knacking.
it was knacking. Knacking.
Yeah,
Is
I
that even a
said that
word?
in the chat, and then I didn't realise that you didn't understand knacking.
No.
I'm thinking, does she mean aching? Does she mean throbbing? Does she mean...
Is she knackered?
Hurting, like
Okay.
really badly hurty. Yeah, is that work?
Yeah, we'll go with that, yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely hurty, painy. Yeah, it's fine.
Ashley said, disclaimer, mixing vodka and pain relief is not recommended by medical professionals.
What do they know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely
Yeah.
agree.
You've got to do what you've got to do.
Alison's got rugby tackled badly at school, and she had to take him to A&E, massive balloon like yours, and weight painful. And he said eating sweets helped worse
Well,
the
now-
track.
I'll be back. Erasures on Saturday night takeaway.
All right.
He's gone. He's just legged it.
He's got legs.
Nothing. Mic off or anything.
Fucking
Not
funny.
turning his mic
See you
off,
later.
not turning the screen off, nothing.
I've started my healthy eating again, Ali. I found out how much weight I've gained, which I'm not happy about. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to do a video about binge eating. I'm going to do a video which includes being honest, very honest. But just as like a highlight to the week, although the next week will be much about, like, you know what I mean.
It'd be more
Well,
ow,
stuck
my
here.
foot.
The thing is, though, I'm so tempted to go out. Is that weird? But I don't know.
Suppose it'll take your mind off it. It's nothing else.
Hi, Nan. Hi, Tori. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Stu. Yeah. Well, I think the only thing is I won't get my boot on, so I'll have to like wear my slipper.
Oh, that's all right.
Go out with my slipper. I don't think I'll be able to sit long because I think having it down will not be good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can go out for a bit of fresh air, even if you just
Yeah.
stay around local.
Yeah, maybe.
Just
Next
don't- no donuts in the car park. All right.
No more donuts in the car park.
I think I'll have to wait until like I've got a couple of carers. I think. Hi,
Yeah,
Ruth.
Stay away from lampposts. Just saying.
Yes, well, stay away from lampposts and stuff.
Just wrap you up in bubble wrap before you go out.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna see what's on fire in the oven. I won't be long.
Oh, that's right. Go on, set the fire alarm off. That's all you need.
Yeah, why not? Everybody else does.
Yeah.
I was basically coming back from being out, Mandy, and I came. So I've got patio doors, and as I came in the door, the wind blew the door back. Now my feet hang off the edge of my foot plate because of my legs, because I've got like the lymphedema and that, so I can't pull my leg in because obviously so my feet hang off my foot plate. My foot caught by the door and sort of snapped back on itself, and then in my haste to try and move myself out the way, because it was really windy, and that's how the door swung back. In my haste to try and get out the way, I ended up sort of going. Thinking about it, I must have gone forward and round, and that's how it's kind of like snapped right back. You know what I mean?
Stop.
I know.
That's not good.
So yeah, I'm not going to allow Lee to help me sort Build-A-Bear claws again. He's just called you obnoxious. Oh.
Oh.
You put 2 stone on in a year during lockdown. Oh well. Well, I've put 8 stone on. 8 stone. Yeah. Something like that anyway. I'll have to work it out fully actually. But and to be honest, I think most of that is from June to sort of now, you know what I mean? Rather than like from prior to that. And I think most of it is concentrated, although it's from June to now, I think most of it's concentrated between the September to the end of the year.
Mm.
So
I think everyone's been the same though. Everyone's just been binge eating. It's what you do, eat and watch Netflix.
yeah, hi Mike. It
Hiya,
does
Mike.
actually. A proper knacks. I don't move my foot because I get it in a position where it's like it's still hurting, but it's like, you know what I mean. But then as soon as I need to move my foot, it's like, ugh. But you know.
It's alright, you're allowed to pull all the funny faces you like tonight.
Well, if you'd have missed
It's like
that
he was
there,
never
that would
away.
have been.
Can you imagine just fall on the floor?
Or you'd have just kept going past. That would have been good.
Oh, that was good.
How was the radio? Were they good?
Yeah, but they
Yeah, it was the bit where the viewers have to finish the song. So they kept stopping the song for the viewers to try
And
and
you're
win.
like, no.
Yeah. But I tell you, he looked old. He stopped dyeing his hair and he's got a grey beard. He looked a bit like Santa.
Wow.
Yeah. And Vince was in America doing his guitar live from America. It was brilliant. Yeah.
Is that Anson Deck, is it? Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, Saturday Night Takeaway, I think they call it.
Alright.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm definitely the same Tory. So any plans for April the 12th where you can go out for a bit?
Oh, we can go out anyway.
You're
We
already
got
saying it.
restrictions are lifted. We can go out anywhere in Wales. Anywhere we like.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to cross the border.
No, and neither are you lot, so you can all stay over there. We'll
We
keep our
do-
rugby and our cup.
We don't want to come there anymore.
Well, Andrea's booked a table. She's taking her mum out for her mum's birthday, but I think it's still restricted to 6. So I believe I'm staying at home
Oh, right.
because
Come on, Nick.
yeah, it's fine. I don't get on with her mother at all anyway, so it's probably best. And once you add in her brother and her brother's partner, and it would be 6 already. So yeah.
Nick gets to stay at home and play with his vinyl.
Yeah, I'm fine with this situation. I'm totally fine with it. I might find somebody else to go out with a friend in Hitchin or something, just because we can in a pub.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, you can definitely see the difference down here. The traffic is almost back to normal. Rush hour traffic, which I did not miss.
So you've got no current restrictions in Wales?
Yeah, all the shops, not all the shops, but like, they were all, the aisles were all taped off and plasticed off. They're now all open. You can travel anywhere in Wales.
The pub's open?
No, the pubs are not open. I think that is coming the 12th of April, and then everything else opens up.
Right.
We're
Yeah,
using,
I thought.
we're using them as guinea pigs to see what happens. You see, that's
Yeah. Test things on the Welsh. That's fine.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah, why not?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I would have heard from Lex if the pubs were open. I'd have heard
we'd
her
be
screaming
sat
with
here
joy
now,
from
I'd
here.
be gone. I'd be down the pub if it was open.
Sending you all pictures of our drinks.
I was going to say you probably get pictures off Lexa of being in the pub rather than shouting that she was going.
Yeah.
How's Lex doing now? Is she on the mend?
Yeah, slowly but surely. It's going to take a while. It's a big op. So,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
she's back at work a little bit. Reselling.
Yeah.
Seems to be doing well.
Good.
Getting there.
Good.
Andrew saved Wales. How did he save Wales? Explain. I'm curious.
Who said that?
Chris said Andrew saved Wales. Is that like Andrew's liver salts has saved Wales?
Hey, Junie. Hey, Linda.
Well, he's part of the COVID task force, so he's claiming he's saved the country. I'm not sure what his role was in it, but
Oh my god.
He's brew boy.
yeah, he's made lots of tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tea boy. Hey, Junie.
My daughter saved a hedgehog, so she was like, I've done my thing.
Done a good deed, if she.
That's
Yeah.
random. How did she
what'd
save a
save
hedgehog?
it from?
Because it was out during the day, and it didn't, it was out during the day, which was odd, and so anyway, when she went back, our girlfriend came to pick her up from work, and when they'd gone back, it was still there in the same position. It didn't seem to be like moving for any reason, type of thing. Just sitting on this wall. So anyway, they picked it up with a towel and rang the RSPCA, who were absolutely useless, to be fair,
Yeah.
considering. Ended up ringing the PDSA, who said, don't do anything with wildlife. Said, I'm sorry, but we don't. But they did give her a phone number for someone local. So she took it, because they were calling it a him, but it turns out it was a her. And they just said it was just dehydrated. So she was fine.
So what was it? Hedgehog sanctuary, was it?
No, they're taking all sorts. They had seagulls, pigeons,
Oh,
dogs, everything. They take everything in.
The Welsh. Yeah, yeah.
So I thought the picture would still be there, but it's not.
Yeah, we got hedgehogs as well. I haven't seen any this year yet.
the
Yeah.
hedgehog population around here has gone up since we lost Monty.
Oh,
He was terrible at finding them and playing with them violently.
Tell you would.
Poor thing.
Let's leave that there before you start getting comments and messages. Let's leave that there.
I did my utmost to save the hedgehogs. I love the little things, but yeah, when you've got a terrier,
yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Anything that moves, really, innit?
oh god, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, my cat's the same. It's going to be slow worm time. He brings in slow worms by the dozen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, Monty was a nutter though. He would attack like there was this massive pig, like it stood about 4 foot tall. He had a go at that. I was like, don't do that, Monty. It will kill you.
That little man syndrome, innit? Little dog syndrome.
Oh, for sure, yeah. He was completely fearless as well. It wouldn't matter what it was. You know, if a lion turned up, he'd have a go.
He's have a go. You're like, yeah, come on.
Yeah, what are you looking at, lion?
Hi, Porkies. Hi, Dave. My old farm cat once caught one and dumped it on my feet.
Talking of bloody cats.
Well,
Come on.
you want in or out?
He wants in. He hits the window to come in. Come on. There he goes. Smart as hell he is. Pain in the bum though. And you?
Your dog found a hedgehog, but they ended up with a sore mouth, but the hedgehog was fine. Yeah.
Yeah, Monty had when he would grab them, he'd end up with holes, you know, all around his mouth and tongue and face and the spine. He didn't care. Just didn't care.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Very ouch.
Yeah, I've woken up to half-eaten mice and feathers all around my bedroom. And yeah.
There's nothing to do with the cat, though.
No, nothing to do with the cats.
It's a wild night.
Pillow fights.
Yeah.
My next door neighbour's cat, she's just not bothered. She's called Margie. She just sits there like Jasper bounces round her barking because he wants her to play and that. And she just sits there and just doesn't like, you know. And then she'll come and sit on my windowsill and like as if and look at Jasper as if saying, you know what I mean? Like, just find it weird. Mice with feathers.
Yeah, mice
Yeah,
with
this
feathers. Oh,
This was a flying mouse, Sylvia.
and the worst part about it, he jumps in through the bedroom window, which is always left open for him. He
Yeah.
brought in a massive pigeon in the middle of the night. And I know he had to jump over my head with that pigeon in his gob to get further in the bedroom. It's like,
Yeah.
why? No.
Mm.
Got the music to stop the pigeon in my head then.
Oh, brought him a severed rabbit's head as a gift.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, to show they care, they bring you a
Yeah. It's like, are you hungry? Can you not feed yourself, stupid human? You are.
Mandy's cat woke her up, hitting her on the mouth with something wet, and it was a
Oh,
half-eaten mouse.
no.
Oh.
Tastes just like chicken. Yeah, right.
Wow. Yeah.
I had a Sky engineer in mind. It was a female Sky engineer, and my cat come in, and I didn't notice that in this female she was like doing the thing, and he went up to her to say hello, and then just plonked a live mouse in her on her lap. She nearly started. She flew out of my house, and then he spent the whole time chasing this mouse around, caught it again.
Oh,
Yeah, honest.
Yeah, cats are twisted. They toy
Yeah.
with like things. They half kill things and then play with it. It's like
Yeah.
yeah.
they're not right up here, cats. You know.
No, they plot. My cat plots. I swear he's trying to kill me. So I'll go to work up the stairs and he just darts in between my feet. And the amount of times I've launched him, not like kicked him, but like where he's and my leg's gone, and he's like, they plot.
My other cat, Mackham, he just used to, he'd be sitting in the garden, and there was this, he caught this mouse once, and this mouse was like having a go at him back. It looked like he was like on his back legs to try and sort of like box him or something. And Mackham was just like gently sort of doing that, and then this mouse was like, honestly, he killed it eventually, but like this couple were going past going, oh, you know what I mean? And I was it's just going, what's that?
Oh, look at them playing together.
Yeah, look at them, so nice.
Oh.
It's so cute.
Oh, they're best of friends. Yeah.
It's not thingy. Sorry, Lex, I'm quitting the drama. Hello, Susan. My own cat Angus brought home so many. I just missed that. What did she bring?
There you go. You and Lex can moan
So
like,
much
oh,
stuff. It's
together.
hard to remember it all. Bats, snails, slugs, birds, eggs, stones, sticks, leaves, branches, full trees.
Triple trees.
Last one I made up. You've built a catio pen for your three to save the local wildlife, yeah.
Yeah, I would like to build a catio. Just so we can go in and out the window when you can't get any further.
Our spaniel was daft. Try and get him outside. No, thank you. Take him for a walk and bang belly flops in the river. Just as Luke.
And then you get that smelly dog smell.
Mm.
Can't stand that smelly dog smell.
Wet dog is not fun.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, wet dog.
Wet dog. Yeah.
Wet dog. Hello, what's worse is wet dog rolled in fox's shit.
Oh yeah.
God.
Yeah, that's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Monty used to dig up cat poo and eat that, and it made me retch. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, why do dogs do that?
Wow.
Hi, Trev.
Yeah, I saw it at the hills. I nipped off and watched and came back.
Oh, my Azumi used to bring me mice and let them free in my bedroom. Shizuma is too dumb and one-eyed to catch mice, so she would bring me worms. Oh, so she was still trying to be nice.
I can catch worms, Mum, because they don't run away.
Yeah, they're slow enough for her to catch, bless her. My cat's a big breed. One is almost 9 kilograms. Wow. He'd bring home other small cats or dogs.
Holy wow.
Come through the cat flap with a chihuahua.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it a Maine Coon, is it, or something, I'm assuming, for that big?
It's like a panther or something she's got in
A
it.
panther.
Yeah. It's just a lion, you know.
Just a panther. Thanks, Jasmine.
Oh my god, my dog dug up my pet rats that had died and rolled in it, and it stank.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
How are the calendar sales going, Lenny? I love mine. Oh, I'm on 89, I think, but I haven't sort of pushed them like recently, and I won't for another couple of weeks, I think, and then I give them another push then.
Well, that's near. You had 200, right?
Yeah, that's near halfway.
So that's almost halfway, and most people will be thinking about calendars in November, December. So yeah, it's all good. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, next big Norwegian forest. I'm gonna have to have a look at that. Norwegian forest cat.
Norwegian Forest, yeah.
Never heard of that.
Let's have a look, shall
There
we?
is another breed that's quite big. They're really like what are they called?
Also, I said there's Maine Coons, isn't it? Is the other one. There's one I thought
Is
of.
that it? I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Oops, bad, I can spell it right.
Beautiful, though.
Oh wow, yeah.
Oh,
I bet
Oh,
they
yeah.
take some brushing.
Look at like mint.
Look at the size of that one. Holy moly. That is some big cat.
And I'll probably do the same, and I've had a whole boxes full of them. Lexa said she'll probably lose her calendar by November and need another one.
If it's the front door, the side door, the back door.
I've put mine somewhere safe. I couldn't even tell you where. Now.
Mine's safe by here. Mine's right by there. It's not going anywhere.
Yep, I don't even know where mine's gone. I thought it was over here.
I was going to put mine at the back of my other one, but I put it away.
Found it.
Is it Flemish? Is that how you say that? My other
Let's have a
half
look.
is Flemish giant
Flemish
hedge rabbit.
house rabbit.
I expect most people in the chat with us currently have bought one already, but we'll have a look anyway. Oh,
Yeah.
I like that one. I like that one.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's one of my
favourites. There's something moody about that with the big dark bit.
Yeah,
Very cool.
I don't know.
it's like don't cross into the dark side.
The dark side is calling you, Mr. Swan. Don't do it. Don't do
Dark
it.
side.
No, don't go into that. Too late.
Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah. Pink Floyd fan.
Our mains. What was that? Egyptian Mao. Egyptian Mao?
One
Slap.
of my favourite.
Never heard of that, Julie.
There's
Egyptian.
all right. I'll have a look, Sylvia. Wait a minute. Let's see. Find what I'm looking for.
Mandy's
Yeah.
cat brought her home a warm sprout on Christmas Day.
Oh,
That's a new one. A warm sprout.
Warm sprout.
oh, oh, he's Mrs. Drinking proper tea.
Evening.
Hello.
All right. So
Hello, Trouble. How are you?
Got a bone to pick with you, Mr. Hills.
Oh.
Oh, don't start. What?
Oh, hey,
Come on, I'm
okay.
chilling out. It's the weekend. Leave me alone.
I was just making me tea and I heard you say cats are twisted. Cats are not
Ah,
twisted. They're not
They are.
twisted. They are not twisted.
very twisted.
That's a human interpretation of them honing their hunting skills, ready
Turn
for the
it the other way,
day.
Delaney.
No, they play with little things and
Oh,
talk
yeah,
to them for
I'll take
hours.
that.
That's training. It's called training.
Oh, look at
They're
that.
training their
He's
skills.
lovely, isn't he?
That's beautiful.
That's Fauna's.
Not
And then I've got
twisted at all.
a picture of Gillies. She's just sent us it. Wait a minute. I'll just find it. That's. They look like twins.
Oh,
Oh,
Look there. Look
they're
like
lovely.
Gillies cat.
oh, they're gorgeous.
Tabby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what skill are the cats training when they sit on a shelf and just knock your ornaments off one by one?
They're training
just them being a
themselves. They're
bitch.
training themselves ready for the day when they take over the world, which is going to come one day.
Also said they're plotting. They're always
That's
plotting.
Jasper does that though, but he does it with his nose because he can reach for his nose. Whereas like cats, they'll go on a shelf and then just go all the way along. Jasper goes along, and just goes.
I'm assuming he's
Enough
called
to run over?
Pratchett. Is he called Pratchett after Terry Pratchett? I'm assuming. Is
Yeah, patch it.
I've just put my calendar up on the wall.
What, in his tidy office?
In my tidy office, yeah, I've had a full rearrange of the office. Everything's been moved around. I regretted it as soon as I'd started it, but I persevered and it's done. And the calendar has been put up, Pride Place. The #1 limited edition calendar is on the wall.
Is that #1 this year and next year?
I
You're
don't
going to
have
get
one for
confused.
this year. You
Oh,
know
right.
that.
Sorry.
You'll forget and you'll go to the calendar and all the dates and numbers will be wrong because it's next year.
Yeah.
No, I've not. I've just left it on the front cover because I want to admire the front cover until next year.
Yeah. That's fine.
So the clocks go forward tonight an hour.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
I got a message from my sister to remind me, so I'm passing that on to the people.
This is when spring properly starts because we get longer days.
Yeah.
Does that mean we get less in bed in the morning or more? I'm confused.
Less.
We lose an hour.
Who's an hour?
Oh yeah, because of course it goes.
I don't seem to notice it as much now as I did when I was younger because all the clocks magically change themselves, don't they?
Yeah, that's true.
I think the only thing in my house that doesn't change is the microwave. Everything else changes itself.
Yeah.
So I don't really notice it. When I wake up, I think, it's just normal time. But then again, I don't have to get up for any particular time. So just
Yes,
blends
relevant to
into
your
my
world.
life of laziness, really.
You see, Lex says, I found Azami's notebook once, just a list of names. See, they're evil and
your
twisted.
name will be in it.
Well, Stu's got it as well.
Oh, her
The only
cat
thing
had
that
a right
started
go
them-
at me.
The only thing stopping cats from taking over the world is the lack of opposable thumbs.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, Lex's cats had the last laugh when I was there because I came up all reacting to them anyway. They did me in.
The thing is, cats don't have to take over the world yet because we do everything for the bastards, don't
Yeah,
we? So
well, they're
they've
slaves
got no reason,
anyway.
they've got no motivation. They've got us under their non-opposable thumb.
Yeah. They treat their owners like crap and we go, oh, they're amazing.
I know, I do.
Here, have some expensive food, pussycat. Yeah.
My
But,
cat absolutely
Azami loves
hates
you
me.
though. Lex says Azami loved you though, Nick.
My cat hates me. She thinks I'm just dirt, basically.
You're
But yeah, I love her so much.
Your employee or something. Aren't
I
you?
am her employee, yeah. Well, more than it's worse than that. I'm her slave. I'm
Free.
not even an employee. I don't get paid.
I've got a love-hate relationship with my cat.
Hi,
I love to
Greg.
call him names when he's just like tapping at the window to go out or crying to come in, or he just wants
I'm ready.
something.
All right, but in a sec. Oh, yeah, I've got to go. But yeah, Kath, changing the clock in our Mini, it's like, it's just doesn't make any sense.
Oh, that's another clock that doesn't change. Is my car's clock. Yeah, that's another one. But often I just leave that for 6 months and then it rights itself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't
Leave
worry
it.
about that one.
Right, I'm going to have to go. I'll speak to you all soon.
See you
Bye.
later, Nick.
Bye.
Aye.
Right, stop shouting. He's-
Simplest beans in the steak.
All right, don't be so horrified. It's okay. He's having a fit. Somebody's put beans on their steak.
Darren.
What?
Who puts
It
beans
should
on
be
their steak?
peas. You should have peas with steak. Peas with everything.
He's
Just not
mortified.
have steak. That is what you should not do.
We should not have steak. We should just
No.
have beans. No.
Well, no, I mean I like beans, but I would pick
Have you
something
ever
else.
in
I'm
your
not a
life
fan of
seen
steak.
anyone have beans with
I would eat steak if presented it, but it's not something I would choose ever.
No, I'm not.
There's always so many nicer things than steak to me.
Oh, I can't
Yeah.
buy steak.
I
Yeah,
bet-
people love it.
Yeah.
I know. I don't.
I'd rather have lamb chops or like pork chops or something.
Oh, I love lamb. Lamb is my absolute favourite meat. So nice.
Barely a steak and fucking.
I like a steak, but it's not
Hi,
something,
Dermot. Nice
Not-
to see you.
not something I buy very often, and generally buy it
Yeah.
when it's on offer. So
No.
Mm.
I would never ever buy steak like to make at home myself.
oh yeah,
But
Yeah, you're mad.
if somebody
Archie's
wants to make
steaks
me
are
a
gorgeous.
steak, I will eat it. I won't say no.
Well, come down, Susan. I'll cook you a steak.
Okay. I will when lockdown is eventually over.
And I'll make you a lamb curry.
Oh God, I love lamb curry. That's my favourite curry.
Lamb and spinach balti.
That sounds lovely.
No. Too hot. Too spicy.
She makes me a curry. I know she's trying to kill me off.
Oh yeah, you're allergic to curry, aren't you?
Yep.
Remember you said that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's just one thing in curry that
Oh,
you're
God,
allergic.
yeah.
Can't
Because
be
the
everything.
curry itself is a mix of spices, isn't it?
Yeah.
But,
So we'll have to try you out on individual ingredients, see which one kills you, and then we'll know.
just have an ambulance on standby if you don't mind. I'm not into this not breathing thing. I'm a bit, bit averse to things like that. Tightening the windpipe, it's not exciting.
I bet it's something like turmeric or something like that.
Yeah.
One of the unusual ingredients that you only really get in curries.
But when it happened the last time, is Sharon frozen?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That's why she's quiet.
Oh, she's gone.
Oh yeah. When it happened the last time, they offered to, do tests and stuff, but I wasn't down for that.
Yeah.
I'm not a big spicy food eater anyway, so it's not,
I mean, I don't like really hot spices.
Mm.
But I do like the flavour background in curry, if you know what I mean.
Mm. Yeah. But
1 second. I'll be back.
okie dokie.
Oh God, she's left me with you.
Oh, charming. Me with you. Yeah, you bloody Thai food drinking, bloody. Yeah.
I told you, Yorkshire tea don't agree with me. It tastes
Yeah.
weird.
Oh,
Don't know
yeah.
what it is, but it tastes weird to me.
Have you painted that wall yet?
I have not painted any walls. I've put a beautiful calendar up on my apple orchard green walls.
Yeah. Wasn't what we called it yesterday, but we'll stick to that.
That was a big sigh, Susan.
Just to let everyone in the chat know, they said that the colour green on my walls, well, what did you call it?
I can't remember myself, actually. I know it's something like...
Was it brothel green? Was it brothel green?
Brothel green.
I've never heard of brothel green, but apparently it's a colour.
Green.
That was
And
it.
it was my fault. Strip joint green.
Strip
joint.
joint.
Brick
Green.
point green, that was it, yeah. Apparently that's a colour. Well, it's not the colour of my office, sorry.
Currently available on the Dulux website for anybody who wants to buzz up.
That's a very good question, Kath. I'd like Mr. Yorkshire here to answer it for us.
I can't see the chat, love.
Oh, it says, Kath Eames has a question. Where in Yorkshire is Yorkshire tea grown?
In the Yorkshire part of Yorkshire, in the same way that, monkeys don't make tea. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I don't drink the one with monkeys. Well, I would drink it if offered it because it's okay, but I drink Thai food.
Yeah, no.
Not got
Why
any
do you not
monkeys.
just drink Aldi's tea
In
bags?
fact, actually, I was thinking about you.
I will get some Aldi tea once I've run out, but I've got a very big supply because I panic about running out of tea. So I've got probably about 3 months supply of tea. So once that's run out, I'm going to try Aldi tea because I like Aldi with most stuff.
I haven't asked you, how's your tin challenge going?
My tin challenge.
Yeah, you haven't mentioned it for a while.
I don't know if people in the chat know about my tin challenge.
Oops, they do now.
Oops. Sorry.
Background is that when Brexit was going to happen about a year or so ago, I got loads of tins in just in case we ran out of food. And it was also coincided with, it was about 18 months ago maybe, it coincided with me discovering Aldi as well. And I bought loads of tin stuff from Aldi just because it's so cheap and, it's all good stuff. And then about 2 or 3 months ago, I decided that I'd had these tins long enough and that we weren't going to run out of food. Even Brexit and lockdown had not made us run out of food. So I started using them all up. And I think I started with 42 tins. I'm down to about 20, I think, now. So getting there. Not as fast as I hoped, but I'll get there.
Lex wants to see your wall, Susan.
Well, I'll send you a picture later.
Stu says, Ian needs to be careful in case he ends up in a coma.
Oh
I'll
my
fix my quote.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Show yourself out, Stu.
Yeah, go and
That's
sit
not
and
up
have
to your
a think
usual
about it.
standard.
And corned beef.
I think she means any corned beef. There was corned beef, but I've eaten it. I've eaten the corned beef.
She's got a supply of peas still, though. Keeps rebuying them.
Well, yeah, the problem is with peas that I can't do without peas. So I did use up all the peas, and I've restocked with peas, but I'm not counting those in my total because they're new. I'm only counting the old ones.
That's cheating. You can't do that. So you've bought more peas and just
I have bought more peas, yeah, but
You can't do
I
that.
have to have peas on standby in case I run out of frozen. So I have to have a few.
In case you're not frozen.
In case I run out of frozen peas.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Peas are the best vegetable. Can't live without peas.
Evil peas.
No.
Corned beef hash. Can't beat a good corned beef hash.
Yeah, I like corned beef.
Evil peas.
I've actually put Susan's next Christmas gift. It's a bit of a spoiler, really, but and I've just sent it into our group chat. If you wouldn't mind observing that.
Dread to think. I dread to
Don't
think.
look. Don't look. Don't look.
I saw it and thought of Susan.
Taking me tablet 10 minutes early. Terrible. But the dog.
Is it a Thai food tin?
It is Thai food tin.
Was the tea back into Britain?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't do Christmas though, so you can send it me now.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes, my lady. Straight away. Yes.
Most of the tins I've got left are beans and soup, which I find it harder to use them fast because I get bored with beans and soup. So I can only have one a week of each. So it was going to take a while to get rid of the rest.
Just bin the beans. Chuck
What?
them all in the bin. Bin the
Bin
beans.
them?
Yeah.
What do you want about bin them? I like beans.
Nasty.
Yeah, it's not something I would eat a lot of, whereas I'd eat peas every day if I could. So
That's what I'm saying.
a lovely pea sandwich. Can't go wrong with that.
Do you like when you make a pea sandwich? Do you have to squash it down so the peas just
Yeah,
don't run out?
so they
It's
don't roll
mushing
out,
it
yeah.
together.
Why not just buy mushy peas then? Would that not?
No,
Make
not
more
mushy
sense.
peas. I'm not quite so keen on mushy peas. I like mushy peas, but not as much as I like garden peas. But mushy peas and fish cake, from the chipper, now that's nice.
Oh, do you know what? I've actually found a good alternative to chippy fish cakes, and that's Iceland fish cakes.
Oh yeah.
That is almost as good as chippy fish cakes.
I used to work with somebody who used to have fish and pea barm cakes from the chip shop on a Friday.
What the hell is a barm cake?
All right. Cob.
Do you mean a cob?
What's
Well,
a barm cake?
Cob's not even a normal thing to say.
No.
Barm cake? I mean,
But
cake.
cakes were, they're, on the level of they're both weird.
Google it, Susan. Okay. I'm not going to go any more than that. But there was also a post the other day on, in fact, I think I put it in the group. The post on the other day, there's a place in Leeds that does a chip butty, and they put, or chip balm or whatever you want to call it, I don't know. And it's a bread roll of some description wherever you are in the country, right?
Yeah.
With chips on, gravy on, mushy peas, and it gets worse, right?
Oh no.
Right,
Oh.
and they squash it down, and then they put it in batter and deep fry it.
Oh Jesus. No, you shouldn't have gravy. I don't like gravy with chips. Don't go. It's
I
in
like
my
chips with gravy.
head. It don't go.
Yeah,
And gravy
and
with
chips.
with mushy peas. No, that's too moist. There's too much moistness going on there.
Moist.
Can you say that again, Susan? There's too much what?
Moistness.
Right, okay.
No,
That's fine. That's fine.
I've just seen something. I've just seen something in the chat. Jenny Button, you nailed it there. Fish finger and garden pea sandwiches. Now that is the food of the gods. Basically, that is the best thing.
What, better than red fox cheese
Oh.
and a
Well,
bagel?
you kind of
Oh.
like you're comparing apples and oranges there. It's kind of two beautiful things. Can't really decide.
Oh, Gemma's cravings when she was
Yeah.
pregnant was peas with everything, peas and cheese,
Cheese.
peas and gravy. On
Peas
their
on
own,
their own.
frozen. I didn't care how they came.
Well, I have that craving all the time.
Squeezy cheesy peas.
Oh, I want cheese and peas.
Oh,
What's a marifat pea?
it's the bigger one, like the bigger.
How did
It's a different breed of pea to the garden.
Yeah, it's
And
almost
then
like
you've
a
got-
cross between a mushy pea and a.
It's kind of like
one sort of
it's
in them.
almost a mushy pea, but not quite,
not
isn't
quite,
it? It
yeah.
tastes like mushy peas, but it's still got a bit of form to it.
It's like a mushy pea to me.
I saw
They do
Oh,
taste like mushy peas.
I don't think they do.
and I thought just the name kind of sounded wrong. Marifat, really. It just kind of like
It doesn't really sell them, does it?
My mum used to make mushy peas out of dried peas, like
Yeah.
overnight and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like marifat peas and I like mushy peas, but given the choice, I'd always have
Not the
garden.
hospital ones, though, they're rank, believe us.
Wow.
He talked me and he wants to vomit.
Sorry, Lex. Blame Susan. It's all her fault. She started about
Hi,
peas
Bob.
again.
I
We
mean,
asked her about her tins, and she was on a pea.
Lex can't even discuss this because Lex doesn't like gravy.
I know.
what?
What kind
Yeah.
of crazy person is Lex? She doesn't
Oh.
like gravy.
I'll say tell her I'm on subbing now.
I know. She did it. She tried to put it in the banish bin. Gravy.
And Chinese. That's just
Well,
wrong.
The food rather than the people, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously the food for other people. Yeah, we won't go
I
on
would
that.
go with the Chinese food though because I don't like it.
Dee's just walked in and said, "This is a very intense
I know.
conversation
About
about
peas.
I went to China. I went to China for 2 weeks, nearly starved because I don't like the food.
Oh,
Yeah, she does like gravy. She likes
Ew,
bisto with proper
for
gravy.
Yeah,
real?
but bisto is not
Gravy.
proper gravy. We're talking
Bisto
about
is not
proper.
proper gravy.
We're talking
No.
about proper meaty meat
Proper
juice
gravy.
with lumps in it and fat and all sorts of great things.
You can
that come off
stand
the
your
meat.
spoon up in it. That's when you know
Yeah,
it's proper gravy.
delicious.
Chinesey, squeezy, cheesy peas. I'm sure you're just trying to get me to say anything. Oh,
Chinesey, squeezy, cheesy. God, imagine saying that 5 times really fast.
mm.
Oh, someone passed Lex a bucket. She's doing a pavement pizza.
A pavement pizza.
Yeah, gravy made from the meat juices. It's the
Yes.
only. It's the
It's
only
only
gravy
way,
there is.
yeah.
I can't do a packet gravy. No chance.
I've just signed into the chat. The very first comment I saw was Leanne's comment about
Yeah.
you read it. Yeah.
What did she say?
It'd be like the newborn shite coming out of a tube. Chinese, squeezy, cheesy peas. We're all mean. And what I'm picking on you, Lex, is that what it is?
Now, I agreed with Julie earlier with her pea and fish finger sandwiches, but she's just gone nuts. Banana and peas. Banana and peas. Oh, nice.
Really? What sort of weird is that?
Get out, Julie. That's just wrong.
Shut that door. Yeah.
I
Is
mean,
that like sliced banana and peas, or is that like mushed banana with peas in it? Is it?
oh my God.
I've said before,
I mean, there could be a slight
bananas,
difference.
bananas should never be messed with. Just leave them whole as they are, and that's the only way they should be eaten. Not mixed
Whole?
with anything. Well, not whole. You know what I mean? Eat them whole. You should never mix them with anything. You never mush them up. Never put them in. Never make cakes out of
Yeah,
them or
don't
bread.
ever make banana bread. Like,
Oh my
don't,
God, no.
no,
No.
like,
Yeah, don't try Jilly's banana bread because there'll be peas in it.
Ugh.
You'll be
No.
expecting little chocolate bits and there'll be peas. It'll be, if I'm bored, I eat peas with a cocktail stick. Oh my god, I don't think I've ever had this much of a conversation in my
Puppies.
life.
That'd be so frustrating though.
tell you what,
You use the cocktail stick. I want to
if-
shove them in. So
If
nice.
this doesn't go viral, I want my money back. I'm telling you. Yeah.
Who
My
was
mum
it?
used to get
who was it who tried to
fried banana with spuds and veg in a restaurant years ago. Is that still a thing? That's never been a thing. Battered fried banana.
I know what she
Okay.
said, banana
Oh, banana
fritter.
banana.
Yeah,
fritter.
banana fritters,
But
but
not
not.
with spuds and veg.
with-
I think
yeah.
we're giving you the wrong order,
Like-
Leanne.
That's like your dessert or something.
Yeah.
With the gravy on it as well.
Okay, that's all right.
Spuds and veg and gravy. That's great, but
Not on the bread with peas and pesto. That's plantain. Yeah, but you don't you have plantain with actual veg and stuff. So idea of
what is plantain? I've seen it. It looks like a green banana. Is it? Is it like a green
yeah, and
banana?
then it's apparently fried, isn't it, or whatever.
I don't think I'd like it. I've never tried it, but I've just got a feeling that I wouldn't like it.
Hoggy's granddad always had gravy on his Christmas pudding.
Okay. What?
What sort of planet is this? Yeah, I've heard of the cheese with Christmas cake because wasn't it Cookie and Chris from Cookie and the Haydens who was saying it was lovely and like did a thing about it. But it's just
People have cheese with weird things, but gravy and Christmas pudding just doesn't sound right to me.
cheese and crisps, like you know what I mean? Cheese and crisp sandwich is amazing. Something like that, but like yeah. Strange.
Right, that's the end of the pea conversation.
Yeah, we need a new conversation topic.
No more pee on the channel.
Who's got a new topic of conversation we can go in? Well, we're going to do accents, aren't we?
That was your theme like a month ago. And you've got 1,000 subscribers, so you changed it.
Yeah, but then I just did a party, didn't I, instead, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then,
I think if we're going to do accents, I think we need to get Leanne on.
yeah.
We do.
Speaking of Leanne, she was on on the YouTubers channel.
Yeah, made it onto their channel, Lainey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shocking.
Whose channel was she on?
She was on Andrew's.
Wow.
Oh.
You need to get yourself on here, Leanne.
Rebecca's saying, sorry if this has been discussed, but what is Susan's property?
It's just Thai fruity, but
It's pea water.
it's not that horrible Yorkshire tea that Ian
Hey, whoa!
going on about all the time.
Steady on, Cruella. Just calm down.
Do not refer to me as a Disney character.
Yeah.
I'm offended.
Yeah. 'Cause it's not real like Doctor Who. Yeah. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
I've never said Doctor Who's real. It's just not magic.
Well, hopefully you can get them to sleep before I go, because although I'm here now, I'm here until I can't bear till your entertainment value or not. It's not taken away with pain.
Blimey.
It takes my mind off things. I'm fine. When the pain gets too intense and you stop taking my mind off it, and I'm sitting here just wincing the whole time, you don't need that.
Shall I start with the shitty jokes again?
Yeah, no,
I don't like Yorkshire tea.
Lex,
It's hot.
salt and vinegar chipsticks dipped in strawberry yogurt.
What?
Salt
But,
and vinegar.
you know, Lex dips McDonald's fries into strawberry milkshake, and that is gross as well.
Yeah, McDonald's is just pretty minging.
Can I just say I completely agree with the young Rebecca Harris. It's a very, very true statement to make. Thank you for making
Well, I once bought some Yorkshire tea under the, thinking I was believing the hype, thinking it would be lovely tea. And to me, it had a very perfumey kind of flavour, and I didn't like it, and I had to throw it away.
It's
I don't
probably
wear that kind
in
of
your cup or something in your milk or.
No, it was the tea. I tried it a couple of times.
Did you mix it in the cold? Did you mix it in the cauldron, or did you do it in the kettle?
Shots
If you
fired.
could see my face, my eyes are very like, squinting at you right now.
She's giving you the side eye.
You're getting evil.
She knows I mean.
My dad used to do that, Mandy. Put jam on the Yorkshire puddings, not butter and jam. He just put jam, but essentially it's pancake mix. So I don't find that really odd.
When we were kids, we never had our Yorkshire puddings on the dinner. We had it as a pudding, and we had it with sugar, and occasionally jam. So to me, Yorkshire pudding was a pudding, and only when I went away to uni did I discover that people had Yorkshire pudding on their dinner with gravy, and I found that quite revolting to start with until I tasted it, and then I thought, oh yeah, this is a good idea. So I do like it. I like it both ways like that. But
Yeah, makes sense.
but as a kid, I never knew that people had it on their dinner.
You heard it here first, folks. Susan likes it both ways. Let's move on.
I'm
No,
still
Leanne,
squinting.
I didn't ring back up. I decided to wait. I'm gonna just thingy it out till Monday, and if I'm still in as much pain, I'm gonna ring my doctor. But the heat I can feel coming off my foot is immense. It's ridiculous.
Do you have ice packs or anything like that?
Did you not get ice packs?
The only problem I have is because I have to lie my foot that way because I'm bow-legged, and because my foot has to be that way, then it would be so uncomfortable to put my foot on the ice pack. Do you know what I mean?
Surely we just pack it by the side of your foot rather than underneath it. Does that make sense?
So where
pain's the bottom, isn't it? The pain
on the bottom, so the pain is where that lump is. In down there. But because that's the way my foot is out that way, and that's where the lump is here, I'm kind of my foot's kind of propped against the pillow like this at the minute, which seems to help a little bit. But obviously, if I put ice pack in there, it's going to be hard. So I don't know.
Don't put frozen peas on it. You get hate from Susan.
Bloody hell, that was such a waste of bloody peas, that would.
I had frozen stuffing on the top of my foot before I went in hospital. In a pillowcase. The only thing she could find that wasn't open, so she just brought the scampi. I was like, okay. Oh, geez.
Is it Peter Kay that says something about his mum had her arm or something? He said, put some peas in it. She said, I've only got 10. Is that Peter Kay? It was one of it, yeah. Some peas on your injury, that'll really help, yeah.
Lex says, just remember Susan is weird, and then in capitals.
That's fine. I don't mind being weird.
It's better than being boring, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I'm probably weird and boring, but...
Yeah.
Push bananas and let the dog lick it off.
What?
I'm just reading the comments. Wish bananas.
Okay.
That sounds horrible. That doesn't sound good.
I'm sure people pay for that.
Ibuprofen and paracetamol, and that's all
all
the evidence.
Strong.
I know. The worst thing was she mentioned a remark when I was in the because I shot off with this codeine, and I said, that they make us feel like sort of drowsy and a bit sick. So she went, well, I'll get you some Oromorph, but then they came to take us to get me X-ray done, so I didn't get anything in the end.
Ibuprofen and paracetamol, they're very mild, aren't they? They're not for intense pain. You need some morphine.
I was going to say, May just had a good idea. Even a very wet, cold towel might work.
Yeah,
just cold compress, actually. Yeah. And then there's no pressure on it either.
I know. I'm like, I asked loads of times for something stronger. On the way into the hospital, the ambulance crew give us gas and air. That's fun stuff. That
I love that.
Makes your voice go deep. you'd like turn into some sort of weirdo. And you realise that you're speaking and it's yeah. I
Barry
agree.
White.
It's not good for lymphedema, I know. And lipedema either.
A Macam voice with the name of Barry, with like the voice of Barry
No,
White.
I was like, no, it's like it's weird. It's like you get caught. It's like horror.
I'm just thinking of that. Barry White with a Macam accent.
Yeah, it's weird. No, it's like really deep. Like it's sort of slightly. But I was just laughing. I was laughing my head off, like in pain, but laughing my head off at the thing.
The only time I've ever had that gas and air is when I had a dislocated jaw, so I couldn't speak. So I don't know if my high-pitched voice went any deeper. But it was good stuff. But
Yes.
the problem is
definitely.
it wears off the minute
It
you stop.
wears off really quick.
The minute
Yeah,
you stop sucking
Yeah.
on the thing.
That's why you have
wears
the
off.
mouthpiece. You have the mouthpiece,
Yeah.
you hold it in your mouth and just.
no, it's like going over the pumps and stuff. Like, sorry, because like when they came as well, they pulled it at the side of the house because like there's no what's it called? There's no road at the front, so they actually pulled up and get him down the side. And then I went in the ambulance there, so then I had to go down the bump. So I was get like probably like sort of like intaking it, so like, and he was get like that. That's no. He went, I think you might have had a little bit too much. I was like, you know,
You could never have too much gas in here.
yeah.
It does make you a bit disorientated, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Very spaced
was
out.
kinda like-
Feeling.
Look, but it's when they ask you something and then you realise your voice sounds like that and you're like, oh my God, who's speaking for it?
But I much prefer morphine, intravenous.
I've
I've only ever had it.
You're like a proper junkie, Susan.
I've only
Behave
ever had
yourself.
it. I've
Yeah.
only ever had it twice, but it's the bomb. It's so good.
They're talking to you and I'm just like, just leave me to chill, you know what I mean? It's fine.
Just leave me some morphine in a tin of peas.
They do it for the pain for the infection, but I still had the pain, but I was like not asked. I was like, oh, it's amazing.
What do you have? The pea in?
The pain.
Okay.
It does sound like peeing.
The pain?
What were you peeing
No,
in?
it sounds like peeing.
Oh,
P-I-N-G. Peeing.
pain.
Don't go back to peas again. Okay.
Pain.
Gaston made you want to vomit, so you let your husband have a go. Yeah, I get the laughing and all. Just get like together, people.
Me too, Lex. Me too.
Lex can supply you some crack.
That helps, yeah. If you could send me some of that. Move my foot.
You do try before you buy. No. Come on.
It depends what kind of crack it is, I suppose.
Squirrel crack.
Yeah, can we send pictures, please?
What, you want to see a
What?
picture of Lainey's crack?
What's
Right.
squirrel crack?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wow.
Well,
Lainey,
to be fair,
Lainey
you've been
Free.
sending pictures of her tits for the past 2 weeks.
Lady freely sends pictures of her tits, of her bush, and the local pussy. She sent me a picture of the local pussy, so
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, well, yeah. I was going to
It's all
say,
up there.
technically, I suppose it's down. Yeah. Yeah.
I know, but Skanky Sandra's always around, so I can always send no. It's a good job she doesn't ever watch my videos. Imagine if she did, she pipes up in there and she went, I do watch. I'm like, oh my God.
So, remember that time you called me that name? I was watching, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like your photographs, by the way. Yeah.
I still can't believe I got that shot with a seagull where it looks like he's shoving the stick.
Pick up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you made it into a squid. What was that all about?
who put a flame on it?
Oh yeah, it's someone in one of the groups I'm in. He made it into a cigarette. It was like, shove that up your ass and smoke it. Yeah.
I mean, apparently it looked like something called a spliff. I mean, I wouldn't know.
I don't know what that word means.
No, me neither.
Me neither.
Karen, what do you look like?
Sarah's face.
Oh, she lost us. Hello?
What do
Oh,
you know what I mean?
It just lies that falls out your mouth. My God, shocking.
I never lie. I tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Nothing but the truth.
So help a God. Not that you've got anything to do with it, but you know. Mhm.
But yeah, it just I didn't notice it like until I looked at the pictures. I know I was trying to get photos of him picking up because I thought it's a bit big for you. Do you know what I mean? But
I'll be right back. My master Fiona is calling,
Oh,
and her slave master is coming. I'll be back in a minute.
I thought you put a cat out, yeah. Chelsea Rooney showed her bush yesterday. True story.
all right, is that off our operation?
Hey?
What?
She had a tummy tuck, didn't she? I think.
I don't know.
And she's been doing. I haven't watched the videos yet, but she's been doing videos.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, right.
I'm so behind on YouTube.
Oh,
So behind. The only people I'm not behind on is Lex, Carla, and that's it. I think. Just Lex and Carla.
mm.
Yeah. You
Bandage.
started a fashion trend, Lex, and we are, and we're all just like need to go to the hospitals now. But I didn't do the private one. I went into the NHS. It's a must watch, is it? I should pull the bandages down.
Mm.
I mean, I'm not into anyone's bush, to be fair. I take pictures of bushes when I'm out and about, like,
And birds, and it?
and birds and tits and
Thrush.
thrushes.
Oh, God, you've got to lower the tone. There's always one in there.
It is a night out, that's true.
Usually
Like,
you, Sharon.
Oh, God.
I wouldn't recommend it that way. I had a South African paramedic on the way back, and he'd been here since November, and he was like, he was talking about the snow and how after 2 days he'd lost the fun of it. He went, yeah, especially here.
Mm.
I need to know what Jilly Button does for work. She's put, I see enough
Yeah.
lady bits at work.
The care home manager.
Oh, right, okay.
Actually, talking about that in the hospital.
It's not as exciting as it sounded.
There was a woman, an old woman. She obviously had dementia or something, and she was saying the porter. She was saying, 60 quid, you can have a go. He was like, "Oh, you're a bit expensive for me," and he went, "Oh, but I'm worth it for everything you get like that." She was good. And then there was the other woman who was opposite me, who also had dementia, and she was the nurse went and woke her up, and she went, "Hello," like that, and she went, "You bitch," like that, and I just opened her face. And then they tried to take her blood because she had what's it called, diabetes or whatever. So that do her bloods and stuff. And then they pricked her finger, and she was like, "You swine," like that at them. And then the nurse was going, "I'm sorry, we've got to check," and that. And she went, "Go to hell," like that.
Wow,
And then-
it sounds like you had a great night out.
All
Yeah,
right.
that
And
sounds
then
like
she
good
was
fun.
good. She was good. "I'm gonna kill you." The nurse is It was proper like singing. Yeah. And I was like in the other side going like this, trying not to laugh. Okay, Leanne, see you later.
See you later, Leanne.
Isn't crack a kind of candy? I don't know, because I don't know anything about crack. I haven't got a clue.
I've never heard of any candy called crack.
No.
Stu, more grey growlers than a pack of timber wolves. Is that a typical day at work for Jilly being called out? Thought, yeah. I suppose you just got to be able to laugh about some of them, don't you? And just take it with in your stride. But to be honest, the care assistant was absolutely lovely. The healthcare assistant, the nurse, not so much. And like she was holding the hand of the lady with the dementia, and the lady was going, "Hello, darling," to her in between the calling her Western Chai. You know what I mean? Like kind of thing when she was trying to help her. And she was just chatting to her, and she kept asking her what time it was, and whatever. And then she went back to sleep, and then she woke up again, and the nurse was there the second time, and she was trying to touch the nurse's hand. She was trying to reach for the nurse's hand, and the nurse was going like that, moving away.
Oh, that's sad.
Horrible.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And it's like she had gloves on, and she could have washed her hands or whatever. It was ridiculous.
Oh,
But like I said, she wasn't very helpful, but
peanut cracknel. I love that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
oh, that's nice.
Is that what people call crack then? I'd like some of that kind of crack.
Lex had a lovely nurse at 4 a.m. She offered her peppermint tea and also stuck something up her bum.
Oh.
Very nice. Assuming it was a thing. Although then again,
I think that's just a usual night for Lex, though.
I was going to say, as long as it wasn't
she had many a thumb and finger, so
as long as it wasn't a peppermint tea bag, then she's all right.
her finger and thumb is not really the Fudge song; it's Lex's song. Finger. But
I want to sing that song now.
yeah.
Oh, another ugly vase soul. Sorry, another quality.
Yeah, honestly, Jilly, she was horrible, but I get it, and that just goes to show, like, like my carers, for instance, there's three of them out of the carers I've had, and all of them have gone up above and beyond. The one who sat with us 2 hours till the ambulance came, she helped me, and then there's been 2 others that have been when I came out of hospital. She was here for an hour and 15 minutes. She only got paid for half an hour. And then the other one came around and helped out of uniform, which should get chopped for, to be fair. But I need.
She didn't have clothes on, did she? She didn't just come with no clothes on.
She didn't just come with no clothes.
Okay, no.
But them 3, the company, they're terrible. But them 3 are just.
Well, I think you said it before, haven't you? If you won the lottery, you'd probably.
I'd pay for them just, that would be what I'd do. I'd pay them specifically just to like look after me and.
How would you pay them? Whoa! How would you pay them?
Specifically.
Thank you.
That's what I said in the first
That's what
place.
she said in the first place.
No, she didn't. She said
Yes, she
Pacific.
did.
No, I didn't.
She did. She said specifically.
No, she never.
No.
Right. Around the say.
I said specifically. I know how to speak,
yeah.
Some of the time.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Just not the same language as the rest of us.
Yeah. Yeah, you and your peeing.
Rude. I can't know if it is peeing. Peeing.
We're only teasing. Yes, thank you, Jilly. Yeah.
I'll
Noted.
keep you with my good foot. see. But you'll have to just come here so I can do that.
Oh, definitely, absolutely. You free on a Thursday afternoon?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
sorted. But yeah, it's one of them things, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Susan,
Yeah,
do you like peas?
I might have mentioned it occasionally.
Just wondering.
Oh, back on the conversation of peas, like.
Yeah.
Well, she said, and then it's like peas there in your face, peeing in your face.
Oh,
What
Right.
is that? It's
All right.
crazy.
Is that your victim escaping again? Is it?
Yep.
I was trying to escape.
Well, not that needed much cleaning, but I clean and test a blender. I'm just sorting the cable out.
What? What did you say? A blender?
Blender, yeah.
I thought you said I'm cleaning and testing a Brenda. I was like, all
You
right.
said a blender.
Brenda's the name of your blow up doll.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank you.
Jeez. We don't want to know why you're cleaning that.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Oh, how?
Yeah.
Cleaning
Oh,
Brenda
yeah,
with a
pea
blender.
pods. I love pea pods. I used to nick them when my mum used to go home. Well, my uncle used to do them in the back garden, and then when me and my mum would nick them, so they always thought that they didn't grow very well. And after a couple of years, stopped trying. We ate 'em.
Not had fresh peas like out of pods for decades. Used to have them occasionally when I was a kid, and we'd sit there podding the peas, like taking them out. But
We used them, and apart from to eat them straight away, that was the only way.
yeah,
I loved them.
I need to go for a Nigel. I'll be right back.
and Nigel,
Yeah, a Neil, a Nigel,
yeah,
Yeah, we don't want the sound effects.
yeah. Take your microphone off.
Yeah, I will do.
Oh my god, that's an actual photo of Sharon there.
She's got more than 2 teeth.
Well, the hair's accurate, isn't it? The red hair.
Mm-mm.
I eat my peas with honey. I've done it all my life. It makes the peas taste funny, but it keeps them on the knife. Sounds like a Pam.
Panaz.
Aye.
That's Stu the other night doing the mac and panaz.
You do if you prod them with a cocktail stick. Lasts for ages. Yeah, and imagine keep a kid entertained. There's a cocktail stick. Eat your peas.
No, the way to eat peas effectively is with a spoon, basically.
Hi, Mo.
You can shovel them in really fast.
Yeah. You think
Pam Ayres is still alive. I'm sure I've heard her on the radio recently.
I like panaz.
Yeah.
Pam Ayres. I don't know how to... Oh, there it is.
What was that dog that she had? The famous. She had a poem about a dog that they'd had that she lost, wasn't it? She a rescue dog she got. Was it a Westmoreland or something?
She's 74, so she's so strong.
Yeah.
Panaz.
I can only ever remember the one about the teeth.
Yeah.
I wish I'd looked after my teeth. That one.
Yep.
Cautionary tale.
But if you get a chance to listen, have a listen to the one about the dog.
Okay.
Tell you what, Lee, I don't know if anyone else seen Oh, what's his name?
I don't know. You might have to help me out here.
Lee Caller Flipper.
Oh yeah.
He did like a lamb or something in vacuum sealed Welsh leg of lamb cooked in water bath for 45 hours at 57 degrees, then finished with a plumber's ball torch to crisp the skin.
45 hours,
45 hours.
not 4 to 5.
4
Yeah,
to 5 hours.
45.
45 hours.
And it just looks.
Oh, I love lamb. Oh yeah, I'd love some of that.
Can we have a picture, please, on screen?
Yeah.
I'm showing.
Doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. I'm showing him blowtorch.
And then you get all the meat juices. And you make some proper gravy with lumpy fatty bits in it. Lovely. Gravy. And you have it with peas and roast potatoes.
And like there, look at the titties.
Oh yeah, I'll go for that.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Yeah. Defo.
Oh, look
Yep.
at them there. That's
I
proper
know.
roasties.
Looked really nice. I was like, I need that. Oh, I
Gone all
need-
blurred, Lainey.
Yeah, that's just my face. Wait a minute, I'll unblur myself.
Oh, Susan, have you upset Lex again? What have you said now?
I think it's because I said gravy. It's like a swear word.
Have you read 50 Shades of Grey poem?
Yeah, I've seen it.
No.
Have you not seen it?
No.
I'm
Right.
sure.
Yeah, good.
Is it connected to that book, 50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah.
Let me think. No.
Okay.
Well, it's in that it's kinky or something, isn't it? Is that the same one?
It's
I don't know,
it's all 50 Shades of Grey. It's not about Nick's hair colour. It's
Oh, you mean is it like the Pamela's one? 50 Shades of Grey.
yeah. She does. It's good. It's
There's
funny.
another one that's
It's funny. I'd say play it, but you won't get whatever they call it.
50 Shades of Grey, a husband's point of view.
all right. So
Who's got the best Pamela's voice?
oh, I haven't got Pamela's voice. I've just got mine. So just sing it in mine.
I think I'd need an operation to get
I
Pamela's
was going to
voice.
say you could probably do a stick.
The Mrs. bought a paperback down Shepherd and Mallet Way. I had a look inside her bag. 'Twas 50 Shades of Grey. Well, I just left her to it, and at 10 I went to bed. An hour later she appeared. The sight filled me with dread. In her left she had a rope, and in her right a whip. She threw them down upon the floor and then began to strip. Well, 50 years or so ago, I might have had a peek, but Mabel hasn't weathered well. She's 84 next week. Watching Mabel bump and grind could not have been much grimmer, and things then went from bad to worse. She toppled off her Zimmer. She stood back upon her feet a couple of minutes later. She put her teeth back and said, I'm a dominator. Now, if you knew our Mabel, you'd see just why I spluttered. I spent 2 months in traction for the last complaint I uttered. She stood there nude and naked, bent forward just a bit. I went to hold her sensual-like and stood on her left hip. She screamed and teeth shot out. My God, what had I done? She moaned and groaned, then shouted out, Step on the other one! Well, readers, I can't take no more about what occurred that day. Suffice to say, my jet black hair turned 50 Shades of Grey. There you go.
Excellent.
Bye,
Love it.
Kat.
Bye, Kath.
Bye, Kath.
Was it the 50 Shades of Grey that put Kath off? Was it?
Maybe.
Hmm.
Oh, maybe I just wasn't Pamela's enough.
Yeah,
Pamela's enough.
amazing enough.
Where
Yeah.
is she from? Where's Pamela's from? Just out here. Where's she from?
It's
It's
something
like
Summer, she got like a really
Yeah.
like a get
I
off
don't
my
think it is.
farm.
Get off my land.
Get off my farm. It's not quite get out of my pub, is it? Get off my farm.
Get off my land.
Get
Yeah,
off my land.
that was in Viz. Farmer Palmer.
Yep.
Get off my land.
Get off my land.
Used to love this.
Welsh.
No, I don't think she's Welsh. Hannah.
Stanford in the Vale. That's where she's from.
Whatever that is.
That
Wherever
sounds
is.
posh.
Stanford in the Vale.
Berkshire.
Oh, it is posh then.
Hmm.
Berkshire's posh, isn't it?
Berkshire is that one there.
3.5 miles southeast of Farringdon and 5 miles northwest of Wantage.
We've got a Farringdon in Sunderland.
For those who want to go and have a look, there's the PAMAS website at www.pamas.com.
I'm sure there's merch available.
Yeah, but
I imagine Berkshire to be posh, like Windsor and places like that.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
I don't imagine them having Pam-Air's accents down there.
No, not at all.
yeah.
I went to a boat fair in Windsor.
Everywhere's posher than up here for me, though. To be fair.
Well, you said I was posh, but
We are.
I'm
Compared.
not.
I mean, now I know you. I know you're not. But yeah.
Yeah, the voice is deceptive. Don't be
I'm
fooled.
sure.
people.
I'm sure people who are posh and like were born with a spoon in their mouth don't have pea sandwiches. You know what I mean?
Maybe I don't think my accent's posh either because I say bath and path and laugh.
Yeah.
I don't say bath and
Laugh
bath.
and
Laugh.
and-
I don't say that. So
Yeah. You
I think what you mean to say is that I'm intelligent. That's what you mean. And you say I'm posh.
Yeah.
That's
That's
That's definitely it. It was on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
Because I use longer words. That's what I mean.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's on the tip of your tongue along with a bit of sick. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, peas with lamb. Mm-hmm. Someone call me posh because I'm looking for someone to hang wallpaper for me. Maybe Lex's mum can do it. Yeah, I could do with that here as well because I need a
How is
wallpaper.
that
and
posh? I mean,
things.
so if you can't wallpaper, you can't wallpaper. That's not being posh.
Yeah, that's not
Get
being
someone to
posh.
do it.
You're told
Like-
that you posh on the phone but common as mud. Muck, I'm assuming you mean. Isn't that the same? Common as
That's a very posh way of saying common as muck, isn't it?
mud.
That just proves
Mike's
you
telling
posh.
us fibs.
That
He's
just
just
proves
posh.
that Mike is posh
Posh.
because he can't say muck. He has to say mud.
Yeah, that's posh, Mike. Sorry, you failed.
Matt, can you just calm down with the language, please? It's a family show here, if you don't mind.
I mean, I stop swearing when I phone anywhere and stuff. That's good, isn't it?
Depends who I'm phoning. Yeah.
Does that mean you're posh if you don't phone places and swear?
When I was tidying my office yesterday or rearranging it all, I found my sweary coaster. I sent you a picture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were cool.
I love that sweary coaster. I'm going to use it from now on. I forgot I had it.
Reminded me of the garden Scrabble we used to make.
Hi, Julie.
That was Ace Smith.
And Louis. Hey, Louis. Hey, Julie.
Hey, Louie. Oh, it was one of the lizards in the Buzzwider. Buzzwider?
Is
Think
that
it-
how do you say Droitwich? Droitwich?
Droitwich.
Droitwich?
Droitwich.
Droitwich.
That's just
Right.
Stu. Oh, Just
do
stop.
plus you get out the bath for a wee up the road in Kidderminster. You can't be considered posh if you get out the bath for the site.
That's so wrong.
Do you mean people that have baths in front of the fire anymore? Is that stopped? Is it? Oh, right, okay.
We used to have baths in front of the fire when I was a kid because
Yeah.
we didn't have central heating.
Yeah,
So on
we-
a cold winter's Sunday night,
Mm.
we had the tin bath
Yeah.
with hot water out the kettle. It
we did a big grand.
was great.
Yeah.
Loved it.
I remember
We only,
that.
had, we only had one bath a week as well on Sunday night before school.
Whether you
Yeah.
needed it or not, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Lainey, I've just resent you that picture of my sweary coaster if you'd like to show people because I love it. My 4 favourite words.
Oh.
It was made-
Back.
It was
Hey.
made by a friend of mine out of Scrabble pieces.
It's cool, isn't it?
It's cool, yeah.
Oh, I didn't say blurred. I was better blurred before.
Well,
Yeah,
it's a
you're
good
really sharp now.
Is that
I don't want to be really sharp.
Australian M, is it?
You are. You are.
An Australian M. It's upside down.
Yeah, she ran out of W's, so she improvised.
Yeah, that's a good move.
I didn't even notice.
I didn't even notice.
I noticed it. Yeah, but it's still just as effective.
Oh, okay, yeah. Absolutely. Her accent is North Berkshire.
Mm.
Well, that's not how I imagined to speak in Berkshire.
It's bugging me what dog it was. I'm going to have to Google it.
Yes, I remember that as well, Gilly. When I was very little, we used to have baths in the kitchen sink.
Yeah, I used to
I
stick
can
my
just
stick in the
remember.
sink. Yeah, me too. I used to do that with mine.
Yeah. Flannel, definitely. Green soap.
Soap and a flannel, yeah. It makes me laugh. See, my daughters especially, they like get all this fancy smancy shit for their faces, and this cream and that cream. I'm like, just wash your face with soap and water. Like, you're spending like 30 quid on all this nonsense.
Oh, God, I don't. I
It's
still have,
Soap and water.
basic soap. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. But yeah, we used to sit on the draining board with the feet in the sink
Mm.
and like a flannel wash. That must have been in the summer because in the winter we were in front of the
Oh yeah, I
fire.
couldn't do it. Yeah, no, we didn't have central heating either growing up.
Yeah.
Fairy green soap, yeah.
Yeah, it must have been because we had that green soap as well.
Yeah, fairy. My dad used to
Probably
use.
was it just carbolic?
And then when we were being extra posh, we had Imperial Leather soap.
Ooh.
You know, the one with like the sticker on it.
Yeah.
That was so posh. Like we'd gone up in the world when we had that.
My mum couldn't have it. She was allergic.
Vosine shampoo.
Come out in this red rash.
Yeah, we had Vosine shampoo as well.
I do like Vosine. Yeah, me. Funny enough, my class, waking up in the morning is like a sheet of ice on the insides of the windows.
Oh, definitely. And I can remember like in the bedroom at night, you could see like the steam coming out your mouth because it was
Yeah.
that cold. Yeah. I never had a shower until I was like away from home, like at uni. The first time I ever had a shower.
We had a shower in the kitchen, of all places.
That makes it a freezer or something. Yeah.
So it was just in. We
So
didn't
you'd
have
like be like frying
there was no
sausages,
bathroom,
having
we
a
didn't-
shower at the same
we didn't have a bathroom. It was like an outside toilet, and there was a shower in the back of the kitchen.
Susan,
Don't even do it.
Susan,
Yeah.
Wales, Wales.
Wales, I know.
I don't know. I was a kid. I don't know. It was just a shower, in the back of the kitchen with big freaking spiders.
Then again, my gran and granddad had an outside toilet to
Yeah.
God about the.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
I
had an
hated the
outside
outside
toilet as
toilet.
well.
Hated
We had,
it.
and you'd like be cracking the ice on it in the winter.
Pardon? Oh right, yeah.
And my dad used to cut up newspaper to use as like bog roll.
I didn't do that. I remember my granddad. My granddad used to sit in there and choose his racehorses in there.
Oh
my
yeah, that was my dad. All
My
the
gran
time.
wouldn't let him in the house with the radio. She didn't like listening to the radio, with the horses on. So
Yeah.
she'd send him out there, and he'd go and sit out there, and smoke coming out the top of it because he was smoking his pipe. And the bloody radio on with the racehorses on.
I think we're old, Julie. Very old. We're just
Yeah.
old.
I think we are old, yeah.
You lot speak for yourself. Yeah.
Oh yeah, check out. Go on, say it. I already said it.
How young are you? 4 days, 6 days younger than Mr. Hill?
Six
Something like
days.
that,
Excuse me,
innit?
6 days. If you don't.
seven.
Sorry, I've just
None of
robbed
this
you
four.
2 days. Sorry.
None of this 4 days rubbish. Come on, play the game.
I'm surprised you haven't got it down to like the hour and the minutes as well.
Well, actually, somebody should say that.
Oh, funny you should say that, but I just happen to know.
Yeah. Yeah. I know when I was born. It says it on the form from the vet.
My grandma, who lived next door to me, she not only didn't have like indoor toilet or shower or anything like that, she also didn't have a fridge. She had like this kind of small room on the side of her kitchen that she called a pantry.
So start that.
But if you went in there,
conversation again.
no, but if you went in there in the middle of summer, it was like ice cold in there.
That's
because it
what
was-
mine is. Mine's the
It was
same.
like, I don't know what bricks it was made out or what, but it was like whitewashed and everything, and it was really freezing in there. And she used to have all her meat, eggs, everything in there, and it never went off. Milk, she had milk in there, everything.
Yeah.
It never went off, and she never had a fridge her whole life, and she died in the early 80s.
Oh, we did.
Long
I
after
just
we
said-
had fridge. So
Lex just said the avocado bathroom suite. That's exactly the first bathroom suite. When we had an extension built on the house, my mum was like, "Oh, we're gonna have this avocado bathroom suite." Oh my god, what a disgusting green that is.
oh, it's horrible. Yeah, I agree.
Hi, Ashley. Oh, Ultimate Bolognese video. I'll have to watch that. No, I haven't been around much, actually. I've two trips to hospital this week.
Let's get the money's on the NHS.
Yeah.
You go see one of the doctors or something. Have you got something going or something?
Yeah, well, I wish. Some of them are quite nice, but...
Right.
We're all jealous, Lainey, because you're getting out a lot more than we are.
Yeah. Throwing yourself at doors, I think you did on purpose. Yeah.
Get it right, Ian. Kicking doors in. That's what she's been doing.
Oh, yeah.
You've been looking at me beastly photos on IG. That's just my foot. It looks quite beastly at the minute. But Lex is saying she's never had a tin bath and outside toilet. She's dead jealous of anyone with an avocado bathroom suite.
I'm not.
I'm jealous of
No.
anyone with a shower.
We had I don't recall ever having an outside toilet. My nana did. I didn't like going there in that because it was always full of spiders and creepy crawlies. But we used to have a bowl of water, the green soap, as everyone else said. But my mum used to allow us to get washed on the morning in front of the fire because it was cold. And then we had Why is it when you're a kid and back in the 70s and 80s you only had a weekly bath? We got a watch every day, but we only had a weekly bath.
It's because there was an energy shortage.
Yeah.
You had to put
couldn't afford to put the immersion heater on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you used to call it immersion heater?
Immersion heater. Yeah.
We had bubbling as well. I remember
And you
that.
got your mum screaming, "Turn that immersion heater off!"
My dad used to have Shield. Is it Shield soap?
Shield.
Oh yeah, that was
Like
like that
with
marbled
speckles
one, isn't
in,
it?
yeah.
That had a really strong smell to it.
Yeah,
Really
and
like
also-
citric kind of smell.
Yeah, is it zest? It was like yellow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the same. Very, very strong citric smell.
But
Oh, fun! It always had pear soap.
See, that sounds posh to
Do you
me.
remember
That
doing
sounds
that?
posh.
We never had that. On very, very special occasions, it was imperial leather. I think for Christmas, we had an imperial leather bar, and it lasted ages.
Oh, a mustard-coloured bathroom suite. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen a mustard-coloured one.
We had a pink one at one point. My mum and dad did.
Yeah, because it was one. It was the avocado. Was all the sort of
Yeah.
late 70s, early 80s, and yeah, really. No, I never heard of a mustard-coloured one.
Julie said she remembers doing a story at school about my dad slipping on the soap in the shower. To make that into a story. Yeah, I'm all right. Just in a pain, but like I'm a pain anyway.
Yeah, if it all goes wrong, we're just going to start telling her rubbish
With
jokes.
hair, so no, we didn't have
No
hair.
change for me there, but
We didn't have outside toilet till I was 14, and the landlord turned it into next door's pantry.
Oh,
Turned next door's pantry into our bathroom, and it was still very
I
cold. in
wonder what next door had to say about it.
it's like they open the door and there's like a tins of food. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
the family coming home pissed and still going for a pee.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Ouch.
Cami soap. I remember that.
I don't.
Again, that sounds very posh to me. I don't think we had that.
No.
What was the one I used to get my mum? Tweed? Was it tweed? Like a greeny colour. I could get it for Christmas. It'd be talcum powder and a soap.
Yeah. You're very privileged, Stephen, having your own bathroom. You and your brother had your own bathroom. It's very privileged.
Very.
Wow.
Yeah.
Stephen is American, isn't he? I remember my aunt from America coming to visit once and asking where the bathroom was. Now, as a kid, to me, the bathroom is the room with
It's
the bath.
where the bath is, yeah.
And so I showed her to our toiletless bathroom. And she very politely went in.
What's that? See what you
Did it in the bath.
It's
No.
just
She came out again, and I think she asked
Well,
me.
while doing that, though, we used to have like a separate toilet and bathroom, like that. So if like someone was desperate and someone was in the toilet, I've done that before as a kid. Sort of like had a wee over the bath. I have just like sort of sat on the back, balancing on the side of the bath and had a wee, and then washed it down. Because my brother or sister was in the toilet and I couldn't get them to come out, and I was desperate.
No, she didn't pee in the bath. But when you say separate bathroom and toilet, Lainey, our bathroom was upstairs, but our toilet was out the backyard. So she had a long way to go.
as I said, you just see what Julie wrote. She went to a house doing a response call and they had a bath in a glass lean-to.
Oh my god.
You wouldn't want a neighbour like Lainey with one of them zoom lens cameras. Americans would rather wet themselves than say toilet. Well,
I said, what? That's, I don't know. What do
Yeah.
you call it then? What do you call it?
they call it the bathroom or the restroom, don't they?
So what do
Yeah.
you call the actual physical toilet?
Um,
Like, that's a bath. It's not a bathroom. It's a physical
the
thing. Is it?
crapper.
A crapper? Yeah, okay.
Shitter, I don't know.
We weren't allowed as kids. If we went out anywhere, we weren't allowed as kids to go for a number two, should we say? Anybody else's house wasn't our own. Absolutely not. My mum would roast us for it.
Look who's back.
Can't get next to people's houses. She'd go mad about it. We'd have to go home.
Well, you just have to go home and tell her. I took a dump in so-and-so's house.
Well, no, but I mean, if it got back, she'd like, Anyway, talking to number twos and callers. Welcome, Nick.
Hey, Nick.
Talking what?
Ian's been slagging you off.
Is he?
He said
Oh.
you.
Tell me.
He was talking about 50 Shades of Grey, and then your name came into it.
What? Kinky stuff?
No, your
that's
beard.
good.
No, you're just
Yeah.
grey,
Yeah.
50 shades of.
I think you was talking about your hair and beard being 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Not that, I'm some amazing kinky lover. No.
Oh, no, not that.
Not that no, of course.
Very
I was
disappointing.
going to say, how would he know that?
Oh, we have some amazing private conversations.
Yeah, yeah.
I bet you do.
Yeah. What happens in Hitchin stays in Hitchin, all right? Just leave that there.
Yeah.
Anyway, Susan. Sir.
Oh, that is very posh, Stephen. When Stephen used to come to England to visit his mother's parents in their council house, they were given chamber pots.
We had a council house that had the bathroom was next to the kitchen because it was an old 1920s council house. So they'd moved the outside loo in. I think someone else mentioned it.
Yeah.
But for
Yeah.
years, until 87, when they renovated it, our bath was just off the kitchen. Really odd.
I think that's how a lot of council houses are, though, so that they can have more bedrooms upstairs. So they had the bathroom downstairs.
Yeah, but eventually they took it out and they put it upstairs. Yeah.
I used to go to my friend's house, and when I went to the bathroom, her mum used to shout, "Only use 2 pieces of blue roll."
Oh my god!
Oh my God, limited.
Remember when we were kids and we never had a shower as a kid, we just had a bath. I'd never used a shower, and we went to some fancy hotel for my nan and granddad's 50th wedding anniversary. They took their kids, my mum and us, and to this fancy hotel, and me and my sister Alison used the shower, but it was in the bath, and we didn't know you had to have the shower curtain inside the bath. So we just had it down the side and we flooded the bathroom. We just had the shower. It's like, wow, shower. We were in it messing around for ages. Flooded the bathroom. We had no idea what we were doing. Just enjoying the shower. We were like, wow, isn't this amazing? Look, the water's coming out from up there.
But it is amazing if you've never had it. I've never had a shower.
Totally.
Stephen said Nick is more 50 Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of Grey.
50 sheds.
Wow, 50 sheds. Imagine.
I think he's got some sort of kinky staff help because he's got Mummy Hazel high heels, I think. Apparently a service that you can pay for, I think. So I'm reading that wrong. He wished he still had a nanny, and Lex says you can pay for that service, and then she put Mummy, and then Stall put Mummy Hazel high heels, so I'm guessing that's the service he pays for. Maybe I've totally got it wrong. I apologise for this. Someone...
It's all coming out. It's all coming out now.
Yeah. This is a far cry from our innocent discussion of peas.
What, your love affair with peas?
Oh, I love peas.
Oh, don't start it off again, Nick. God's
Sorry.
sake.
Sorry.
But it's like if anyone says vinyl to Nick, it's like instant.
You know this Southern vinyl? Is that like Northern Soul?
If you like.
It's quite confusing.
I've not bought anything today. I tried very hard, but kept losing auctions.
Oh my god, I've been buying so much stuff this last week. I've had Amazon deliveries every day, sometimes twice a day. Because they send them all separately. I don't know why, but you order them together and they all come separately.
Because they come from different distribution centers.
Different
Yeah,
warehouses.
Yeah.
When I was 13, I went to Italy and we stayed in a farmhouse. The American owner was very upset when we arrived because there were 7 of us sharing one bathroom, and the bathroom was like 30 foot square. It was terrible.
Look, everyone in the chat started talking about peas again.
Doesn't take much to get them going, does it?
I do like a petit pois.
terrible. Yeah.
Who remembers like changing rooms at school where you had to have a shower? So what
I
we'd
hated
do,
it.
we'd just get our hair wet, just
Oh,
like
that's
wet
a
your
bit
hair.
weird.
Put
I don't
clothes
count
on.
those. I mean, we did have those at school, but I don't count those as like proper showers because we'd walk in our PE kit, just walk round the water because it was
Don't
so
think
big.
I-
Just
No
walk
way.
round
So Mummy Hazel High Heels is apparently a real woman who did a TV documentary on her, and judges would pay to roll around in her suburban garden in nappies, apparently, and they would pay her for that. Okay,
Wow.
so I think she's Lex's hero.
it.
It's like people who like being shouted at to be paid to shout at someone. You know what I mean? Perfect job.
I'd have a
I
go.
wish somebody would pay me to shout at
I'm
them.
going to say, Susan's cut out for that.
Yeah.
Talk about niche.
When I first heard her voice, I said she could be a sexy dominator.
Yeah, I don't want to do sexy dominating talk. I'll just shout. I'll just call
Yeah.
you all night.
Clean that up.
Yeah, because people pay for that, Susan.
Yeah.
Like those high flying posh rich dudes, like who are really powerful, just want some woman to shout at them and demean them. So like,
Yeah.
sure, get in there.
Oh,
I'll,
Julie,
I'll shout at people. That's no problem.
that sounds so
Yeah.
wrong, Julie. Look, you couldn't get away with that at our school. The teacher made you get in and watched you.
Oh no,
I know,
that's
yeah.
terrible.
That's
Uh-uh.
why I'm shaking my head. No way.
Right.
Oh,
At
John,
our school, though,
like that.
the kids were just so evil and twisted. There's no way I'm getting naked and going in the shower with them. They were just, you know.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way
whipped
any
by
of my classmates
Yeah.
would ever like take our clothes off to get in the shower. We just walk through in our PE kit, come out the other
Yeah.
side. It was
Yeah.
like a
Not a
walk-through
chance.
thing.
Under the tap, get your head wet, and I'm like, yes,
Never
I've showered,
did that.
sir. Yes.
Never even did that.
Porky's teacher used to whip them with the towel.
Oh my god, that's awful.
Yeah.
It was another time, wasn't it? I mean, school in the 70s was shit. It really
Yeah.
It's like everybody was allowed to hit you. Everybody.
Yeah, I used to get rulers on the palm of your hand.
Yeah, I've had the ruler.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was caned. No, I was never caned. I was threatened quite often with the cane. Never quite had it, but rulers across the palm of your hand was so painful.
They still had the cane when I was at school, and I remember the naughty kids like having to go to the headmaster's office and that.
That was
But
me.
I
That was
never
me.
did.
Yeah.
I never
Well, I
did.
used to go, and he still had a cane, and it was used as a threat. I think even by that point, we may have been into the 80s now, that it was kind of on the way out, but they threatened you with it a lot.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
you just can't imagine it nowadays, can you? It'd be awful.
It's Lex's dream to be a financial dominatrix and have my pony boys trot around the grounds.
What's a financial dominatrix?
Where they give you money to stop you telling their whole life story about what kinky things are like.
You should do it, Lex. Just do it.
Wait, I
You'd be awesome
suppose
at it.
just any type of dominatrix is financial if you
Yeah, but it is.
train
It's,
to do it.
I shit you not when I say it's like those rich, powerful men that's got loads
Even
of
if you're
money.
just shouting at someone.
They just want to be like treated like little bitches and
But
pay for that
I always
pressure.
think it's always the men who are like have high powered sort of jobs or like have really, you know what I mean? Like
Or they've got 125 grand in the PayPal. It's those sorts of people.
I drifted away there, and I'm sure you were dissing me somehow. I just can't work
yeah,
out.
I was.
Yeah. Whatever.
As if.
Yeah, that was the other thing. Teachers throwing the bloody board rubber at you.
Oh, yeah. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what we used to get is like the evil twisted kids would get the board rubber. We used to have to wear black blazers, and they'd come up to you and slap you all
Slap
over
you
your
like
back.
that,
and
yeah.
everywhere. So you
I
just
remember
like, have white squares all
I
over you.
remember
over you,
that.
We used to have a teacher who used to write on the blackboard and then he'd scratch his bollocks all the time, so he had all round and thick.
Oh. You know.
Thanks for that picture,
Yeah,
lady.
Yeah.
Porky's mentioned a music teacher there. We had this music teacher and we gave him hell, and he left the key to the music cupboard where all the instruments were. He left it on his desk once, So we went in the music cupboard to get out the tambourines or whatever. We locked him in and all pissed off. It's fantastic.
Yeah, that's what Paper and Twine has just written. When they used to do the register in class, it was boys, all the boys' names first, then all the girls' names. I'm sure that they mix them up now.
Yeah, I don't remember
It's
that.
probably alphabetical now, isn't it?
Yeah, it was alphabetical.
Yeah, but it was alphabetical boys, then alphabetical girls. So there was a pecking order.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember assembly where we used to have to sing like, morning has
It's not
broken.
really an affair, but is it?
God,
Like,
I
it's
hated
him being a
assembly.
paedophile, really, isn't it?
Mm.
I'm
And the-
actually having an affair with a girl in my class.
Well, that's
No, I
nothing
remember in
unusual.
assembly, the little kids at the front, like when you'd all stand up to leave, there'd be little patches of wee where some of them had wet themselves. Did that ever
Oh,
happen before?
That's a song by the Police where the teacher had an affair with the girl in class. Don't stand so close to me. That's the
Yeah.
whole part of that song, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what that's about, yeah.
Oh,
I
He
didn't
was
know.
a teacher, wasn't he? Before he was a singer.
we had
Oh,
a
yeah.
teacher.
Hey.
See what Julie said there. We had a teacher that used to lock himself in the cupboard and have a whiskey and a smoke. Can you imagine?
That's about right.
Can you imagine how traumatized those kids must have made him?
Yeah.
That's next level.
Yeah, again, I suppose that happens quite often, doesn't it? The whole teacher,
Hmm.
probably more common than is known about.
Well, look, a teacher from my daughter Ellen's secondary school, he was sacked, and I think he ended up in prison. He got, or it might have been he might have been threatened with it, but because he had an affair with a student who was like 17 or something.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
Mad, isn't it?
Yeah, there was definitely dodgy teachers though back in the 70s and early 80s.
Well,
Definitely
yeah.
dodgy.
Well, we used to have a teacher that we used to say, watch your bums, here he comes. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
What?
we used to have that joke about him, because he would do this thing where he would brush past your bum type of thing.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
Felt a bit,
yeah.
was a bit like too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. The space behind you, why do you need to be this close to us type of thing?
Yeah, or those teachers that would lean right in and help you.
Yeah.
Like, all right, sir, flipping heck, right. Back off. Yeah.
Yep.
Right, dodgy blokes.
Sylvia's teacher used to hide porno mags behind his newspaper to look at while they got on with their work.
I mean, there's several things there, really. I mean, why was he reading the newspaper in class? He's not teaching you.
Yeah, I think it's so like it's such a thing, you know, like we're talking about, and I think it was it last week on Carla's when they were talking about it and how many instances of like
God, yeah.
things that happened that I recall loads from when I was young and didn't actually think about them really.
Well, yeah, I had a conversation with you about it, Lainey, afterwards, didn't I?
Yeah.
And we were going through like loads of incidents that had happened to us, but didn't really like. I mean, I know I remember them. It didn't really seem that serious back then, but now you look back.
No,
Oh my
because
god!
we don't, that sort of thing wasn't talked about really.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Like I was like, it was like the bad man. There was the bad man. I just used to think that bad men took you away and killed you, and that. I didn't think of anything other than
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? It wasn't like there was any other type of a bad man. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense when you think about it. If you are that way inclined, you're going to become a teacher or a Cub Scout leader, or
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
with access
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They've got perfect access to all these kids, and they can groom them, and they've got years with them, and it's it's so.
Yeah, I think that is
Yeah.
truthfully, I think it is more unacceptable now. Like people,
But it's more spoke about now as well.
yeah.
That kids
Yeah.
are far more aware that they can speak up about
That's
things like
it.
that. Whereas back in my day, anyway, it was like
No.
you
Well,
just
you
like,
wouldn't tell on your teacher. You wouldn't think anyone would listen to you.
anything.
To you anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember I got flashed twice. Once where someone was actually
By a
one
teacher?
Yeah,
not by a teacher, by different people. Once when it was in both times I was in school uniform, and I was it was a guy I was cutting through. I'd been kept behind for something, and I was cutting through the cemetery with my friend, and actually it was her. And this guy jumped out the bushes, and he had like the flasher Mac on.
oh
way.
god,
Opened the Mac and started tossing himself off in front of us.
No way.
And
Yeah.
my friend, so we were about 14, and my
I've had
friend
it then. Yeah,
went, put it away. I've seen bigger fag ends, like cigarette ends, out of things at the time. And he ran away, like, and then another time it happened, but he didn't touch himself. He just opened his coat.
yeah. Funny enough, I've had a similar experience walking back, and again I was about 14, and there was loads of us. There was about 8 of us walking down Richmond Road, and he had one of those. In fact, it was not a flash Mac. It was, you remember the snorkels coats with like the fur hood? You could,
Parkers.
almost like a Kenny, yeah, like a Parker. He had that pulled up, and he was just tossing himself off. But like he'd run over, and there was a gang of us. So you can imagine we all just laughed. Being 14, we just laughed at him, and he'd run away. But like you think back on it, it's like holy shit.
I saw 2 flashes when I went to Wales for university.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
In Wales. That's the only time I've ever seen flashes. 2 of them in the same year. My first year at uni.
It was probably the same guy.
No, I don't think it was the same guy. One guy was in a car, and I was walking over this like footbridge over where he parked his car, and another one was in a bush shelter, and they were definitely different guys. But
What
yeah,
part of Wales was this?
Bangor.
Oh well, that explains it all.
North Wales.
But there was the driver who I thought was helping us, which I said to you, didn't I? I was about to miss my bus. I think I was 15, and I would have missed the last bus, or 15 or 16. And he said, "Oh, when I'm going that way, I'll drop you off round the corner." And I didn't think anything of it. You know, I'd seen him on the buses loads of times, didn't think anything of it. And we got round the corner. He stopped, but then he didn't open the doors, and he kind of was like a bit, you know, touched me all over a bit, and I was like trying to get off the bus.
That's awful. That's like because you're in a captive space, aren't you? You can't.
Yeah,
even
and I was just like, I have to go. I'm going to miss the bus. Like you know, I never said anything at the time. I never said anything. It just kind of accepted it happened.
Yeah, I mean, like I said when we had this conversation before, I've never told anybody about those flashes ever until I told you, and this is like 30 odd years later, you know.
Yeah, and then obviously when I was babysitter, so I was babysitting for this couple, and I thought he was a bit like he was always a bit extra nice, you know what I mean? And he sort of brushed past us once, and then I kind of thought, oh, that was just, you know, it wasn't right. But then I thought I was just kind of thinking wrong or something. So I babysat again, but then the next time I babysat, he was like, he reached across and sort of rubbed himself against us, and it was, oh God, yeah.
Swat.
And I never babysat again after that. Just that I couldn't do it anymore.
That's horrible.
And again, I didn't say anything.
I don't know, as Lex has just said, so was like every female here has been flashed. Not as an adult, I've never. When I was it was a bunch of teenage girls, and I think you said the same, didn't you?
Yeah.
It was you a teenager.
I'm probably after
what about you, Susan?
Clubbing age, I would say. Like not so much flashed at then, but I was a kid when I was flashed at, and then.
Well, when I was flashed at uni, I was about 20. But the first kind of things that happened to me like that, I was about 13, 14. 2 separate incidents in the same year, which scared the hell out of me, both of them.
I mean, not that it makes any of it right. I was just.
And yet again, I still never told anybody about them. I don't know why, because you'd think you'd say something, but
you know, I
just don't. The one incident that happened to me, which really like scarred me for a while. It's like I was about 13 or 14, and I'd had a massive row with my parents, as you do, and I'd like run away from home. I told them I wasn't coming back. You know, the whole
as you
drama
do.
thing, as you do.
As you do.
But I went and sat up the top of our street, and there was like a little wall there. I just sat on this wall, like thinking about what time shall I go home, because obviously I wasn't running away from home. But I was just sat there, all innocent, minding my own business, on my own. And this guy approaches me, and is the only words he said to me were, "How much do you charge?" And
Really?
I just ran home. It just scared the hell out of me.
Wow.
And I was only about 13. So to me, that is really sick, you know.
Well,
How much did you
isn't it?
charge?
Nick, this is a traumatic memory I'm telling you here.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, that happened, and then something else happened the same year. And yeah, but why don't you tell anybody? Why didn't we tell anybody? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Again, it was a different time, I suppose.
Yeah,
We didn't really think about it. It was, I don't know. I've no answers, to be quite
No.
honest. I
I think
Don't
it's that kids didn't think their word would mean anything against an adult. Another adult.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That's
we've gone
true.
so far where kids think they can speak up about anything. I'd like to think they can.
Yeah,
anyway.
well,
And
yeah,
also
yeah.
education as well, isn't it? About, you know, the sort of thing that is
Yeah,
not
exactly.
permitted or shouldn't
Yeah, it's
be.
not acceptable.
When I worked in a workman's club when I was 17, and I think I said this to you as well, Susan. We used to have strippers on and a comedian on a Sunday afternoon, and the place would be rammed like full, you know, with men, all out, you know, say the strippers and whatever, and we used to like pull straws to see who was going to go and collect glasses. When the lad was in, he would go, but if the lad wasn't in, then the lasses who were there working would pull straws, and 90% of the time it ended up being me. And I remember you would get felt up so much on your way around, like in different areas, like, and if you turned round or anything, the best way to do it was just to get round and not even acknowledge it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you looked round and said anything, that I'll just be get like, you point to each other and that, and you'd just be like, you know,
It'd make more of an issue of it, wouldn't
yeah.
it? Yeah.
And then I remember similar things happening in nightclubs, you know, like when everyone's on the dance floor, like being brushed against or like, you know, whatever like that. But yeah.
Yeah.
Good night, Ashley.
I mean, Lex was asking earlier in the chat, is there any women here who've not been flashed? I bet there's no women here who've not had like groping hands, that unwanted groping hands at some point.
Yeah.
Nightclubs or wherever. It's just like
Sylvia said, on a ferry on a German exchange trip, we got the German teacher drunk and convinced him we made out with him, didn't tell him the truth for hours. He was mortified.
oh,
Oh, no way. Oh, Sylvia. Oh, so naughty. Oh, God.
Oh, Antoinette said when she was at the cinema with her husband, the man next to her started to enjoy himself, and the thing was, the film was E.T., not exactly
Oh, no.
What? Oh my god!
Oh my god!
No. That's no, just no. That's just a no from
there's
me.
all sorts in the world, isn't there?
There is. But E.T., come
Yeah.
on.
Do you
Bloody
think
hell.
that, like, because you know how sort of like, I don't know, voyeurism and all of those different things are now a thing and have a name and all of that, do you think it sort of stops people from doing these things, or
No.
do you
Well,
know
with
how?
the internet, you can do anything, get anything, pay for anything.
Yeah, maybe they're staying at home and doing their weird kinky stuff online rather than standing on
Yeah.
the street corner and flashing.
Yeah, well, it'd be
Yeah.
no one about right now, would there sort of be
Yeah, I
like,
bet lockdown's been like a terrible disappointment to all these people.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, well, again, apparently, like, sort of OnlyFans and all that sort of stuff's exploded over lockdown, haven't it? Sort of, so...
I wouldn't know.
Hi, Laurel.
Anyway,
I had a flutter and an old man tried to show me
He's
he's
happy
happy
with
Willie.
it.
Nothing happy about that, Willie. exactly. They can be as weird.
Yeah.
My viewpoint is, if you want to be weird and kinky and whatever you like, as long as
Yeah.
you're both in agreement and it's not illegal, like, in
Definitely.
terms of, like,
Yeah,
crack on.
as long as there's consenting adults, crack on. All
It
the more
doesn't
power
bother
to
me
you. Yeah.
in one iota, as long if you enjoy yourself and everyone partaking,
Yeah.
you know, is
Yeah.
enjoying
Go for it. Go for your life.
that one.
Give masks,
Okay.
whips, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Well,
The very nature of abuse prevents the victim feeling they cannot speak out because no one will believe them. Also, they also fear it's their fault. Yeah, it's awful, isn't it? That is how people feel, you know. But I'll signed up to Susan's OnlyFans hour. That's what that's-
Well,
Oh,
you
you?
are. I've not been getting the payments.
Well, you
so-
must be the only one, Lex, because I'm not.
We're just gonna pay you in peas.
That'll do.
Peas are in the post, love.
Send you in peas.
what do your fans get, Susan?
I don't know because I'm not aware that it exists.
Susan smothered in peas.
Oh my god, that's a waste of peas.
Oh, I've had some offers in. Should we see how terrible these offers are?
Go on, go for it.
Rod Stewart singles. I've been offered
I was going to
12.
say, what's your
What's
sexual
real
offer?
nice?
Rod Stewart's made an offer on his singles. Yeah, he wants them back. I don't think it is Rod, but I who knows?
God,
It
Rod
might be.
Stewart singles. How much you been offered for them? You would have to give them away.
£12 plus shipping. I think I'm going to take it.
Take that.
Yeah, take
Grand
it.
off.
Yeah.
We'll accept that one and see what the other one is. Right, should get. There's that ka-ching. Oh, I've been offered on some roller skates.
You know, for some roller skates.
No, I've been offered on some roller skates. Will you take these roller skates for this
Look,
final?
I'm going to see the next video of you going about in roller skates. I was like, yeah.
I've been offered 40.
Yeah, exactly, Sylvia. One person's idea of weird kinky isn't another's. That's
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
As long as it doesn't hurt anyone, that's my viewpoint.
Rose petals with Susan covered in peas. Yeah, that's it. Definitely, Lex.
As I say, that's just a damn waste.
Like, where you placing your peas, exactly.
I'd rather have peas like eaten rather than smothered. Thank you.
Well, you can muss them on yourself and eat them after.
Oh my god, lady! That's just twisted.
You could just get mushy peas and then normal
She's
peas.
not.
So the mushy
she's
peas
being
don't.
twisted,
You know,
but really, she's like, oh yeah, that's a good idea.
No, it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea.
I'm in a standard level of pain here, and this is keeping me entertained.
Okay,
Highland,
allow it as it's keeping you anaesthetized, whatever.
yeah.
Oh, Julie, how ugly is the dress? Is it like on a level of ugliness? Is it like
I
Is it
kissed the
mustard,
pea and I liked
brown?
it.
I kissed the pea and I liked it?
Yeah, I liked it.
Sometimes you've had something listed that long that any offer, you just grab it, don't you? That's all.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got to be an ugly dress if it's been listed forever.
Yeah.
Has to be an ugly dress.
Oh, I took that offer as well. Job done.
Done. But yeah.
I do not kiss peas. It's funny though, when I was a kid and I did read fairy tales and being indoctrinated all that, my favourite one was Princess and the Pea.
Princess and the
I
Pea.
remember that.
was. It was.
I had the
Yeah.
Ladybird book of that.
What
Yeah.
was your weirdest kid thought?
I used
Like,
to put stuff under my mattress and see if I could feel it, like you know.
You're
like
not
the
a bloody princess. You're not a princess woman. You're not.
so,
No.
so you know when you like think things as a kid, what was like the weirdest thing that you thought happened? So like, I remember when I was a kid thinking that when you pumped, you blew like a brown bubble out your bum, like you know, like as if you had. Have you ever had cola? Have you ever had cola hubba bubba? So you know, like if you blew a bubble, it would come out. It's
Oh, I used to love Hubba Bubba.
brown. So like, and then I thought that, and then it burst, and that's what made the pump noise, and that's what I thought happened.
So you thought your ass was blowing like air bubbles?
And then I realised when I was about 8 that wasn't actually happening.
I was very skeptical. I didn't believe stuff at all when I was a kid. I was very skeptical about everything. The only thing I was convinced about until I realised that I'd been lied to was that that I'd been found like under a bush, you know, rather than not that kind of bush, gooseberry bush. My mum used to say. You know when you say, where did I come from? My mum used to say, we found you under a gooseberry bush.
We probably did, Susan.
Yeah.
Under a pea bush.
They didn't want to acknowledge that they were genetically related to me. Yeah, that's probably why.
There used to be like a Borstal or something where I used to send naughty children here.
Yeah.
My dad used to like joke and pretend that he was phoning them if we were like being like, you know, like sort of even when we were 6. All right, I'm gonna phone them, get them to come and take you because you're not behaving, and like, you know, you can in the Borstal or whatever.
You go to the homes.
Yeah, you go in the cottage homes. That's what it used to say. It was the cottage homes. You go in the cottage homes, and then he'd pick the phone up and go, can you come for these? And we'd go, no, Dad, we'll promise we'll be here, you know, like, and all that. And then he was still doing it, like, when us were 15, right, I'm phoning the cottage homes. I'd go on and crack on. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, it's funny.
We know you're full of shit right now.
It's not happening, Dad.
My brother convinced his son that before the Second World War, the world was black and white. That there was actually no colour in the world, and it was invented just after the Second World War. You know, when all the colour films started coming out. And my nephew James believed that until he was about 10. And then he was told it wasn't true, and he was like, "Really?" He was so convinced.
I convinced my kids I had a woman stuck in my engine. I had a noisy starter motor. I was telling them there was a woman stuck in the engine, and they're just like, "How did she get in there? Why is she making that noise?" I'm like, "'Cause she can't get out. She's just like turning the key, trying to start the engine."
My mum used to say that, you know, the smoke alarm, well, her smoke alarm had a light that would flash to say that it was working okay, and she used to tell the kids that was Santa listening. So
Santa
so that to behave because Santa was listening.
The Santa that lives here must be angry because he's always going off.
I used to convince my little nieces that your belly button is a knot, because it kind of is a knot. And I used to tell them, if don't fiddle with your belly button, because if you undo that knot, your ass falls off.
Oh.
There's a little thread that goes through and it's connected to your ass. And if that comes undone, drop.
Is this the twins? The twins you've been telling this to?
Well, this was actually my sister Alison's kids, who are now in their 20s. But I'll start on the twins with that one soon.
Oh, that's naughty.
That's funny. We used to say to my brother that Superman emptied the bin, so he stayed awake. But tried to stay awake because I used to say to him that he used to come down because he would never see the bin man back then because it was like early. They used to come really early, like 7 o'clock in the morning or whatever. So he used to be like amazed at the bin being empty because he never seen the bin man. So we told him that Superman did it. So he stayed awake, waiting. He fell asleep on the windowsill, waiting for the Superman to come and empty the bin.
That was the other one, Bernardo's. You go into Bernardo's.
I asked my mum if floral curtains went down to the floor, she won't let me forget it. Because the floral that they went to the floor.
Right.
There's some good logic in that, though. I quite like that one.
There is. I like that one.
Lex convinced her 6-year-old son that the film Independence Day was based on real events.
Oh.
Lex shouldn't be allowed near children, though.
Oh, Lex can come and torment my kids any day of the week. Crack on, Lex, come down. Tell them what you want.
I don't remember that advert. Does anyone else? Paul, when he was 6, his mum bought him a toffee crisp when he ran up to her house that I didn't like the look of, and I bit into it, and it didn't fall down, then I knew the telly lied because it was a.
I don't remember that one, but I've not had a toffee crisp for years. I used to love them.
Do they still do them? Are they still about?
I'm sure they are.
See, what I had the other day that I really enjoyed was a Boost. Do you
Oh,
Boost
yeah,
bar?
I
There's
don't
still
remember
two
it.
boosts.
Well,
I
I've seen a
remember
boost in
it.
ages.
3 for £1 in Asda.
Oh, I don't go to Asda. I spend too much money if I go to Asda, so I don't go there.
Let's not start talking about chocolate bars though, because I don't want to think about chocolate bars. I'll just
He was in the bath for Mr. Matey to dance, and he didn't dance.
Oh, Mr. Matey, see,
that's
again,
sad.
if you got Mr. Matey when you were a kid, you were posh.
Gosh,
Because that's like you
Yeah,
had
I
that at
remember having
Christmas.
we never had Mr. Matey.
No, I never had
We
Mr.
never
Matey.
had Mr. Matey.
Yeah, me.
And the cap was his like sailor hat.
His hat, yeah, and there was Mrs. Matey, the pink one, the
Yeah.
lady one.
Oh, we were posh then because we had that.
Yeah,
Was
you
there, a
posh
pink one?
kids.
Was there a pink one as well?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there was a princess. She was a princess. She had a
How
pink.
sexist.
Yeah, sorry. Hi, Mel.
Hi, Mel.
Hey,
Yeah,
Mel.
I love a boost.
His
bar.
helmet
Oh,
he'd
I
still
want a
here.
boost bar and a toffee crisp.
His helmet head's still here. Here's Ian. Earth to Ian. You still there?
I am here. I'm here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
he's wrapping up bodies.
Just checking. Thought he might have nodded off.
He's giving some
Hopefully
recall to
he's
his
wrapping
victim.
up my
Why do you ask?
present.
Why do you ask?
Hopefully he's wrapping up my present.
Trying to find room in the freezer for the next victim. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jilly would pray to Jesus about to tidy our room, and when she opened her eyes and the bedroom was still a mess, she would tell Jesus off.
Oh,
Yeah, Mrs. Matey was pink.
It's Mr. Jesus' fault, Mum. He didn't do it.
Mel, what's your thoughts about Pete?
God damn you, Sky Daddy. Sky Daddy, you bastard.
do you know what? There wouldn't be lion bars if it wasn't for me. I've got a story about lion bars.
Oh, go on, to
Right.
indulge us.
I think we're going to hear it. Yeah, go
Yeah, well,
I went on a school trip. Well, roll back slightly. There was a shop near us that started selling lion bars, and you couldn't get them in any other shop except this one shop. And oh god, they were so nice. I used to go in there and get one with my pocket money. But only this one shop had them, and couldn't find them anywhere in the newsagent, supermarket, nowhere. And anyway, I bought one to go on a school trip the next day, and I went on this school trip. And some parents came on the school trip, to help supervise the kids. And I sat there. We went on a train. I sat there on the train, scoffing my lion bar. And this one parent said to me, "Where did you get that lion bar from?" Really accusing, like, "Where did you get it from?" Like I'd stolen it or something. And I said, "I bought it from," and I said the name of the shop, which I can't remember now. And she said, "Because I work at whatever company makes lion bars. I don't know, is it Nestle or I don't know. I work at there, and it's one of our trialed new ranges, and we've only got it in like about 5 shops in the whole country or something, just trialing them out." And I said, "Oh well, I love them," and I just think it's because I bought so many of them that lion bars got through.
That's how it is it?
Yeah, it is. I used to be in there all the time buying these lion bars because they're so nice. Yeah.
They had this little sales chart, and this one shop in a random shop was like,
Random, yeah.
selling out. I don't know why.
I never liked a picnic bar, Sylvia.
No, I never liked picnic because that's got
yeah.
flies in it. It's got
I
like
do like
Double
picnics.
decker though. Love a double
oh
decker.
god, double deckers. Yeah.
Double
Yeah,
deckers
double
were
decker.
nice. The nougat bit in double deckers was
Do you
what
remember?
made it.
Does anyone
Yeah.
remember Texan Bar,
Yeah.
which had like this like nougat type stuff with like this
Yeah.
beautiful crumbly
No,
chocolate?
Oh, Drifter. Did you have Drifters?
Oh,
Yeah.
Drifters,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
love them. Love them.
Mm.
The chocolate bar was better than the music, to be fair.
Yeah. And 12. I feel
What
like
about
12.
Star Bar. with
Yeah.
like nuts
I
in
do
it.
like a star bar. Yeah.
Love them. I think you can still get them.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Never heard of that, Mel. Any of yous? I haven't heard of it.
No, never heard of it. Choquito.
Choquito. Nah.
Yeah, that's why I
No,
don't
no.
like picnics because they've
Yeah.
got like those squash flies in.
And a
raisins.
topic. What about a topic?
Oh, I like
can't
it.
beat
I
that.
like it.
Oh yeah, I love
So,
topic.
some of those chocolate
Almond
bars
cheese.
I would only have at Christmas because we'd have one of them stocking shape things
Yeah.
filled with, and there'd be like a picnic and a bounty bar, and they'd always be left to the end because we didn't like them.
Oh,
Yeah.
bounties are lovely.
Well, I didn't mind them at my sisters. Well, my sisters would trade bounties with me because I wasn't.
Yeah, we used to trade chocolate. We used to do the same thing.
Yeah, we used to have selection boxes or stockings with chocolates in, and the one that always got left to the end for me was Spangles. There was always Spangles in it, and they were like really boring boiled sweets. God, your faces make me think that you don't remember them.
I think you
No, I
must have
don't
been
know.
born. I don't remember.
Probably a 70s thing, and you were all too young, but
I remember them.
What I was
Uh,
actually thinking was, it sucks to be you lot having to share your sweets with your siblings because I didn't. That's what I was thinking. But carry on.
Oh no, I wouldn't share. I would sell
Or swap or
trade.
trade.
I
No,
just
no
give
swapping
them
or
the ones I didn't
trading.
like.
None of that.
Right, and that was
I like a
genuinely
Rocky Bar,
good.
yeah. And
Yeah, Neapolitan chocolates.
Neapolitan
Does anyone remember?
chocolates. Yeah, with a
I
little.
love the Neapolitan chocolates, but not the coffee flavoured one. That's the only one I wouldn't have.
Oh yeah, coffee. Oh god.
Yeah.
No, I remember Opal Fruits, which is that the one they changed?
Changed
Yeah.
the colours, yeah.
Starburst.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, yeah.
Pacers. Pacers
I
were
still
always
call
nice.
them Opal. Oh my god,
don't remember
Pacers! I love Pacers.
Oh, do you remember they used to have different coloured polos?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Green
yeah.
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did they still do that? I'd never see them.
I still think you can
Yeah,
get them,
that's
but
the
they're not as popular.
They definitely do spearmint polos now because if I buy them, I just eat the whole packet and then have stomachache because they're so nice.
The one I remember was, I'm sure it was called a Caribbean bar. It was almost like a bounty with like cherries maybe
I
in
don't
it.
remember that one.
Wow.
You remember
Funky
Sure,
UK.
Caribbean.
Funky UK.
Caribbean.
Neil says Opal Fruits are now Snickers.
Yeah, Neil is very confused, bless him.
But I still call them Opal Fruits and Marathons. I can't call them by them new names.
Oh look, saw fruit polos in Poundland, so they're still about.
Oh,
They must still be out
Ah.
because I love them. You know the spearmint too.
Oh,
The white spearmint with the green writings. And it has literally green writings, spearmint too on. I love them.
Yeah, like,
And
I agree with Porky's there. The
Me
most
too.
disgusting sweets ever are Parma
Parma
Violet.
violets.
They've got like a
See,
floral
Rim.
flavour, a
Parma
bit
Violet.
like Yorkshire tea, quite floral.
Steady. Steady. Steady.
Did
I
you
used to
guys
like
have,
Dolly mixtures. Dolly mixture.
Nah,
Oh, yeah.
nah,
Nah.
nah, boring.
you guys have wham bars that would just pull your teeth out?
You were like,
Yeah. Just pure sugar, but a massive
Tell you what was
slab of
really
sugar.
nice that you don't see Highland toffee.
Oh,
Oh,
Highland
yeah.
toffee in the Highland
It
toffee.
came with a hammer because it was so hard. You had to hammer it.
No, this is the bar, not like the
like a
not
little
the
thin
thing.
bar. It's a little
It's
thin
a
with the
thin bar,
yeah.
and it had like a cow on it, like the Highland cow, and it
Yeah.
better with
Yeah,
like,
it's
if you got it
white,
covered
wasn't
in
it? White
chocolate.
with like little bit
Yeah.
tartan edges.
I do remember the little trays of toffee you'd get only
Yeah, I remember
with
those.
a tiny hammer.
Walker's
You'd have to
toffee
hammer
bar.
it.
They
'cause
used
it's
to
so
have
With a
hard.
glue, yeah.
Dad.
Does anyone
No, these are
remember
like
a
young
chocolate
big.
bar called Banjo?
But yeah, that rings a bell.
There used to be like a blue one and a red one, wrappers this is. And that one was like a biscuit
Highland
with,
toffee.
with peanuts in it.
Oh,
And the
And
other one was,
there was a cow like on there.
I don't remember that. Yeah, these Banjo bars, one was like, had nuts in it, biscuit with nuts. And the other one had coconut in it, which is
Oh,
absolutely
coconut.
brilliant. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But they died out and never came back.
Caramac Rebecca is one of my favourites.
I'd eat loads of Caramac bars. Oh,
Oh yeah.
I'm just
What do you
reading
like?
Sue Robinson's comment. What has a hazelnut in every bite? Squirrel shit.
Hi Sue.
Now, does anyone remember strawberry arrows? Nobody's going to remember these.
Strawberry arrows.
It must have been that same shop that Adam, they just trialed them. Only
Yeah.
I
You had
bought
a
them.
special shop, you jammy
It
kid,
must
you.
have been because it was like, you know, like a Mintero has that green stuff inside. Well, this was like pink stuff inside. Oh my God, it was so delicious. And they only lasted like a short time,
All right
but
then.
they were so nice.
Crisps. Did you have the crisps where you get the little sachet of salt in?
Yeah.
I
so-
like to remember those. Yeah.
Salt and shake, you can still get them.
in Poundland.
Yeah, Poundland.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Space
Oxo.
Raiders. Space Raiders,
Oxos.
they're like pickled onion flavour.
Hedgehog
you can
flavour
get them as
crisps.
well. You'll
Monster
get
Munch.
them.
Hedgehog
Monster-
flavour crisps.
Roast,
They were the
roast beef
best.
Monster Munch are amazing. Roast beef Monster Munch, like they're the best.
Do they do salt and vinegar Monster Munch?
Pickled onion.
Yeah.
That's not the
Salt and
same
vinegar.
as salt and vinegar, though, is
They
it?
do it, they
That's
do it
why I never really liked Monster Munch, because my favourite flavour was always salt and vinegar.
I'll be
as a
right
kid.
back.
No worries.
Space Dust. I remember the little UFO things. They were like that
Yeah.
weird sort of paper candy, and inside they just had whatever, ice and sugar.
Sherbet.
Sherbet, yes.
There's sherbet inside, yeah,
Oh, the
lovely.
big bad things. What's the ones where you'd stick your
Sherbet fountain.
yeah, was
Dip
that like a
Dab.
yellow tube and you'd stick a bit of
Dib
liquid?
dabs.
Was that
Dib
it?
Dab was the one that had like 2 pockets
The
to
lollies.
it.
Yeah,
But
2
Sherbet
packets.
fountain was like a yellow tube.
Oh
and a yellow-
yeah,
one.
and the licorice stick.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
stick it in the liquid.
Yeah, that was a sherbet fountain. Yeah.
Oh my god, the
Wow,
memory.
Rebecca says there was a rum arrow as well. I don't remember that one.
Wow.
Rum flavored arrow.
Seriously?
That's a bit adult.
I remember getting the little cigarettes, you know, the packets of sweet cigarettes.
Yeah,
That was
definitely.
a weird thing, wasn't it?
They were great though. They tasted, and then you'd pretend you were smoking,
Yeah,
and then you'd eat it.
yeah. Like little gangs of 5-year-olds going around going, look at me. Mm. So weird. Yeah.
So non-PC now.
It's just such a random idea. I know what we'll make. Yeah, sugar cigarettes, of course.
Yeah, Mel, we have mint arrows still, but the strawberry one died a death like, I don't know, 40 years
Yeah.
ago. But I remember it and I loved it.
Sherbet fountains, dib dabs, and swizzles. Swizzle sticks.
That's
still in the
the stick.
shop.
Yeah.
Well, we've got Mr. Sims sweet shop in town now, and they do all of the old stuff and import stuff.
Yeah,
They do,
we've
like,
got a
turkey.
retro one as well.
Yeah, they do all sorts in there. It's great
So
for
you get-
Christmas.
Yeah, and you can get like sarsaparilla tablets and cola cubes and
The fake smokes were called fads.
What the hell is a sarsaparilla tablet?
you've never had sarsaparilla tablets?
No, and I don't want one either. It sounds horrible.
But did you have cola cubes and
Yeah,
Mm.
pineapple thingies and
pineapple
all
cubes.
of that?
Oh, what
So,
about did you have blackjacks?
all right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
fruit salad.
Fruit salad
Yeah,
and blackjacks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Make your tongue go back.
yeah.
No,
I'll do it. 'cause you-
And Hubba Bubbas.
I'm doing it now.
Hubba Bubba. Yeah, I used to eat loads of that. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I've drank sarsaparilla and I don't like it. So to have
Yeah,
sarsaparilla
the tablets
sweet,
are lovely.
don't think. What about those herbal sweets that you can get, like herbal tablets or something?
Oh, Fisherman's
Oh
Friend.
no.
Maybe it's a Leicester thing because my brother says he can't get them in Wales, and I sometimes take them up to him. But they're like they smell very medicinal, but they're like sweets, and they smell like cough drops, but they're sweet.
Oh, love heart.
Fisherman's
Yeah.
Friends.
No, they're not.
Similar, it's like
They're not as strong. But kids at school used to have them, and I just think they smell awful. But people just had bags of them and ate them as sweets.
That's what I was thinking of. Is bazookas the ones where you open them up and they used to be like a little comic? They used to be a little like
Yeah.
slip.
Bazooka
Yeah.
Joe.
Huh?
What was going on with us? Did you get it?
I remember Love Hearts. Some of the stuff, some of the little phrases or whatever on them were just bizarre, weren't they?
Yeah.
I can't even
Touch
think
me.
of anything.
Touch me.
Yeah.
Things like that. No wonder we weren't reporting any of this stuff back in.
I know, yeah, give it to your teacher. Touch me.
Touch me. Yeah. So odd.
I'm going to send you a love heart. My favourite one.
Oh, who likes licorice? Come on now. Come
I hate
no.
licorice. This is
No, I
unfair.
quite like
Licorice
it.
is-
I quite like it.
No.
I used to
Yeah.
like sherbet fountains, but licorice isn't looking. I just like the
Licorice all
sherbet.
sorts- Licorice all sorts were amazing. Mm.
No, licorice all
No.
sorts are horrible.
Well, send them to me if you don't want them.
You're welcome.
Can I lick him first and then send him there? Send him to.
You twisted weirdo, you.
all the peanuts
Reminds
out
me
of the topics.
Disgusting stuff.
Reminds me of that Super Noodles advert where he sits and tries to eat his Super Noodle and his dog licks the plate. And the girlfriend asks for his Super Noodle and she gives him it because the dog licks it, you know.
I do that with the nieces though when I'm going to give them something, and you just do that. You don't actually lick it, whatever it is, or they say, "Can I have a cake, Uncle Nick?" You just go pretend to lick it and give it to them, and it just freaks them out. It's brilliant. Enjoy it.
Nick, I've just sent you a love heart in our group chat, especially for you.
Especially for you.
All right, Jason.
Easy, Kylie. Easy, Kylie.
I'll see you next Tuesday as well. That's outrageous behaviour.
I saw that on the internet and I just saved the picture, and whenever it comes up in conversation, send it round. It's great.
Yeah, you thought, I know, just a bloke for that, you thought, yeah, whatever. Rude.
Said Susan, who doesn't like gifts.
It's not a gift though, it's just a photo.
Well, okay. Same most, different jockey.
No, it's not. GIFs are, they have like movements in them, and that's what I don't like about them, the repetitive movement.
I don't. No.
Oh, Lex, I'll send it to you too, okay? It's really appropriate for you, actually. I'll send it.
Hang on, she might get two.
Well, I'll let
double whammy.
Okay.
I'll add a note with love
from your leader.
There must be a website somewhere that has all of the phrases they used to put on them in the 80s and the 70s. Oh, you're back. You all right?
Yeah, I just need to reposition my foot.
Oh, Lex has got it. Yeah. Send it to Steve, Lex.
Oh, the Tutti Fruities. I remember them. I love them Tutti Fruities. The little hiding case chewy things, weren't they? Don't see them now, do you?
Yeah, they're a bit like Skittles, weren't they?
A Lolly Gobble chocolate bomb, anyone?
Lolly Gobble chocolate bomb, I don't remember that.
Oh, okay then, right.
Cream.
70s or 80s, you'd go to the ice cream van. What was your lolly or ice cream of choice?
Mine's always a 99 with raspberry sauce.
Yeah. We used to
I'd probably go for a
tell you what,
screwball.
If it's a late night, they used to go for cigarettes.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Well, our van used to split them out. Would you like just one?
Yeah. In a little packet were for sweets, though, weren't there? In a little sweet packet. We used to get cider lolly sometimes after ice
Oh yeah, I
cream.
love those. Oh my god, they were lovely.
Thought we were alcoholic and that, and was like, yeah, of course, cider lolly.
Cider lolly or an orange one, orange lolly. They were really nice
Orange
too.
lolly I liked, but I used to love the little oysters.
Oh yeah.
You'd like split them
It's
open
like marshmallow bit
wafers.
and then the
Marshmallow
cream.
and ice cream.
Yeah.
I also like strawberry split. You know where like it's like ice cream in the middle, but like a nice smoothie on the outside.
And
What was green twisty one? There was a green
it was
twister.
called
Twister.
Twister, was that
Oh,
it? Yeah.
Oh, wasn't the one
Twister.
called like a ghost lolly? It was like it had got like a ghost face in it, and it was ice cream.
Or like the milk lollies.
No, I
Milk
remember the
lollies were always
foot. There was
good.
a foot one. A foot.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was it. A foot. Yeah, it was a foot. Yeah.
Funny feet.
But it
And you
had a
always
ghost
Funny
used to
feet.
get them out
That's
carefully without taking the jaw off.
That was
Yeah,
it. They had a
be
ghost
careful.
on the face. Yeah.
But
You'd
I
have
remember getting
a joke on the stick, and they were always
Yeah.
Rubbish jokes. Bit like yours, Nick.
I remember getting big feast. Do you get big feasts with the like they were like chocolate with chocolate ice cream, and then there was a chocolate hard bit, and on the outside it had like crunchy bits in the ice cream. Big feast.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't remember that.
Feet. I thought you said feet. I thought you said feet.
And
A feast.
and
Yeah.
a knobbly bobbly.
Yeah, knobbly bobblies. Yeah, you can still get
Yeah.
them.
Oh, don't know them.
They were like it was like an ice lolly, and then it had like pink sort of like cream over it, and then it was dipped in like hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
You still buy them.
Yeah.
What my mum used to buy from like Iceland, no, bee jams it would have been, was those like it was just basically water in a tube and you'd freeze it with a tiny bit of flavouring. You give it one suck and it'd just be ice.
What do you call those? We used to call those tip tops.
Ice
So
pop.
that
No,
was the brand.
Ice pop.
Tip
Ice
tops.
pop.
Tip
We,
tops.
we'd call them ice poles, not ice pops.
Nice pop.
Ice poles.
how big do you expect it to be?
You could get long ones.
But I think the brand that we had in the Midlands was called Tip Top, and we used to call them Tip Tops. But yeah,
that's
I
what I
really
call
like
it,
them.
tip tops.
Yeah.
Not because of
They
a
were so
brand.
rubbish though. There was no flavour in them.
Oh, they
No.
were quite cooling though on a hot summer's day though.
Yeah, Jubblies. Jubblies are the
Arctic
triangle
roll.
ones.
Oh my god, I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
Arctic
Yeah, I
roll.
remember Jubblies.
Like just vanilla ice cream with like strawberry and sponge around it. Arctic roll. Yeah.
Disgusting roller cola.
Yeah. Don't buy that crap cola, man. Buy the proper one. Come home with a gift bottle of roller cola.
10 litres for about 30p or something.
Yeah.
And that was back in the days when your mum used to carry 20 bags in each arm and come in with the shopping. You were like, have you carried all of that?
Yeah. It's basically brown paint stripper. Just takes all the enamel off your teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Cherry
sister used
lips.
to like them, Kiana.
They still
Them
get cherry lips.
This stinks
Yeah.
like proper perfume. My sister used to love them.
Pyramids.
And anybody that like Parma Violet was taken outside and
Yeah.
I've just been
Violet.
asked, does anybody remember pyramids?
No.
No?
No?
Pyramid.
No?
No.
Pyramids. I have no idea what.
Pyramid chocolate and then same as mint,
Like a walnut whip thing.
It was a chocolate pyramid, solid chocolate pyramid.
Yeah, we used to have a pop man, Mandy.
Oh.
That used to come
And
round.
sure.
I remember Wolves Viennetta being like the height of luxury.
Oh
Yeah.
my god,
Oh, yeah.
this is so posh.
Crap.
We had that for Christmas only.
Lindsay remembers pyramids.
Oh yes, pyramids.
Oh, you
Oh, there you
people.
go. I
Oh,
got
there we
one of
go.
them for me and Ellen like a couple of months ago, just as a mega treat, and it was quite a letdown. The Wolves Viennetta.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No. Like a triangle. Yes, pyramids. Yeah.
We didn't have a
Never seen
freezer
it.
back in the day, and so occasionally on a Sunday, my mum would go down the newsagent who had a freezer and
Cabana.
buy a slab of raspberry ripple and some wafers, and that would be our Sunday treat.
They were so good.
Yeah,
But we had to eat. But we had to eat it
Wow.
all. Yeah, you cut it into slabs and like have it between two wafers.
I remember going to the ice
You have
cream.
to eat it
van
all
with
that afternoon because it would melt because we didn't have a freezer.
I remember going to the ice cream van with a dish and then
Yeah.
just sort of like getting
Yeah.
2 quid's worth of ice cream in a dish and then we'd
Just
take it home and
melt it.
tear it out. Yeah.
Wow.
Remember
Yeah, I
that?
remember doing that. Yeah.
I also
Imagine turning
remember,
up with a great big mixing bowl, fill it up, go on.
I also
How much?
remember my mum buying these frozen mousse things that were in a little, they were in a long packet of frozen mousses.
Yeah, I
like,
remember
Oh
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
and then
The
you
long
take one
packets.
out and they're like, they had the white lid and you used to use the lid as your spoon.
Yeah, yeah,
we
we
did that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't know what they were called, but I remember them.
I think they were just called strawberry mousses or something.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
Strawberry mousse,
like
wasn't it?
strawberry and chocolate mousses. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
just in a plain little plastic pot.
yeah.
Yeah.
and
You
then-
have to kind of let them thaw slightly. Before
Yeah,
you-
Well, you could eat
But
them,
I could
yeah.
never wait, so I'd be like digging at it really rock hard.
We'd have like Angel Delight, and there was I think it was like a fudge one, a sort of fudge flavour one, which was amazing. Butterscotch,
Just
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, they were called super mousse. They were called super mousse.
That's it.
Super
Super
Yeah.
mousse. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Sara Lee cheesecakes. Oh yes, loved the Sara Lee.
Super
cheesecakes.
mousse. Yeah.
Very nice. But
Maybe Viennetta, they've like cheapened it down over the years, but it
yeah,
used
it's
to be the
definitely
height.
not the same.
It used to be the height of luxury. Like
Yeah.
crack that chocolate on the top. It was like, oh my
Do you remember
god.
the sauces that you used to put on ice cream and they'd go hard? And they came in a like triangle bottle
Yeah.
with
I
the
remember
lid
that.
that was like a drip.
Yeah, I
What was
remember.
that? Oh, that was really nice.
I forget what it was called, but I remember it though.
Yeah, we used to get the chocolate one and a
We
strawberry
used to
one.
know because it was amazing, wasn't it? It was like, it's liquid, look, it's gone hot, it's gone hot.
Yeah.
You know, you were like
on the top. Yeah,
so amazed
amazing.
by it.
Yeah, the days
Ice
before the
magic.
internet.
Ice Magic. That's it.
I
Oh,
don't remember
yeah.
that.
Right,
I
yeah.
don't remember that at
Well,
all.
well done, Lindsay. Yeah, it was so cool. Oh, you got it in Australia as well, Mel. It's
Oh
probably
yeah, Mel knows it. Yeah, the bottle was like a mountain, and the lid was
Yeah, I
like
remember.
quartz. Yeah.
It's cool.
I'm going to Google that 'cause I don't remember those at all.
Did anyone have a peel orange juice? It was powdered fruit juice, green packet with a yellow bird on it. Oh, I don't
Sounds
remember
like
that.
custard.
Yeah, I remember like bird's custard.
Yeah.
I had to mix it with water.
I never had powdered fruit juice. That sounds rough. That's,
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
drink the Kool-Aid.
Powdered
Don't drink
fruit
the
juice
Kool-Aid.
this time, but powdered custard was lovely. In fact,
Yeah.
I preferred powdered custard to real
Oh
custard.
no, I prefer Ambrosia's custard. Me.
No, now I do, but back when I
Yeah.
first tasted real custard, like after having powdered custard for like the whole of my childhood, I thought this is odd. Doesn't taste right.
I
Yeah,
think
Doesn't taste
school
fake like
custard.
the fake custard.
School custard was the best.
Yeah.
School dinner dessert custard
Mm.
with like a
Sometimes they
sponge
did
cake.
pink custard at school.
And pink
I
custard.
don't know what
yeah.
they did to make it pink.
Yeah.
food
Yeah.
colouring.
yeah.
Must have been.
I like
But why? Why
Just
would
guessing.
they?
Semolina with like a blob of chocolate or a blob of strawberry in it.
Rice pudding with the blob of jam in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mix
Oh,
in.
Mum,
Mix it in.
made
make it
Mix it all
swirly.
in, so it was all like pink and yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember Tip Top? We used to have fruit with Tip Top poured in. Do you remember that?
Oh,
Yeah,
like
that was like
condensed milk.
cream.
Yeah,
Creamy shit, yeah.
yeah. My mum used to cut the tin a little bit, so there was a little lip to like pour it out a certain amount.
Yeah,
And then
like
when-
mandarin bits of mandarin or whatever it's called.
Yeah, we'd have fruit in the bowl or whatever, and then
Or
Yeah.
peach half.
We didn't have tip top. We just had ours was just called evaporated milk, but the same kind of
we
thing.
had carnation milk as well.
Carnation, that's
Tip
it.
Top.
Yeah.
We never had tip top. We always had the evaporated carnation milk with our tinned fruit,
Yeah.
fruit salad or something.
We're all parents just doing exactly the same thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, they were.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was there a handbook or what? I mean,
Yeah, yeah. After you'd like had all the carnation milk out of the tin, like you'd like take the tin to your mouth and suck the last like dregs out of it. I mean, the bacteria that must have been on that tin didn't kill us, did it?
Oh, and you can, I've just
go on.
Mel was asking if we no longer have Ice Magic, but so I just typed it in, and you can buy Askey's treat chocolate chunk cracking, so it's like you can still buy it, so you can buy some £1.30. There you go, and you can have it on your ice cream again.
Tesco.
Tesco.
What I used to love doing was my mum would make a lot of cakes, and she'd use the mixer, and as a treat, you'd get one of the whiskey things to take all the stuff off with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
It was like the biggest treat ever.
Yeah, and when we think about it, that was like raw eggs and all of that. I mean, yeah, we love it. Yeah. It was like, oh, it's lovely, this stuff.
Yeah, it was. Sugar and egg and flour.
Oh, there we go. Bird's trifle.
Oh,
Mixing it with the box,
dream.
and you take out the box, and you have like those crispy sponge things.
Yeah.
And,
But raw cake mix, it's great, isn't it? It tastes
Yeah.
good. And yet,
yeah.
it's got raw flour, raw eggs, all that in it, like you just said. But it tastes delicious.
Tinned peaches, ideal milk. Yeah,
Yeah.
defo.
Bread and butter pudding. I never had that. I never had bread and butter pudding.
Oh.
I don't like bread and
my-
butter pudding.
No, I'm not
My
a fan of
favourite,
bread
my
and butter.
favourite pudding.
No, because it's got like squash flies in it. I don't like
Tried
it.
squash flies.
Amazing. And when it catches on the top and it goes a bit crispy.
No.
Oh,
Not a
rice
fan.
pudding, the crispy top of a rice
I'm
pudding.
sure it's got. Oh yeah, that's nice. I like rice pudding with the crispy top, but I'm sure bread and butter pudding's got something like nutmeg or cinnamon in it, and I don't like those.
No,
so
not necessarily.
No.
Can do.
I'm
Don't
sure.
have to.
Yeah, the ones I've smelt have. Ugh, no.
I had spotted dick, but it soon cleared up after a couple of weeks. To be fair,
Yeah, I've heard.
Semolina. I remember
I
semolina.
wouldn't go anywhere
Maybe
near
semolina.
Oh,
Oh,
you're kidding me? Semolina's lovely. Semolina is
Horrible.
awesome.
Yeah,
There's no.
oh,
I'd rather that than rice pudding.
Tapioca.
And
I'm not so
tapioca.
keen on
Yeah.
semolina, but tapioca I love. Tapioca, Ambrosia tapioca out of a can. I just eat it out of the can.
Is that the little tiny, almost like little bead things?
It's like frog's ball, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that from school.
It looks weird, but it tastes delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I used to have, Ginny, but I think everyone else called it raspberry sauce. But
Yeah, I've heard people call it monkey blood, and I object to that because that sounds horrible. But we used to call it Raz.
But that's when I was.
I have the 99 with Raz on it.
Raz on it.
Raspberry sauce.
Doesn't sound right.
You
That's a
went
Leicester
to the wrong
thing.
dream band
What's
there,
the
Susan.
Leicester thing? Like 99 with Raz, yeah, that's what we'd have. Lovely.
Yes, love, give me a minute. Yeah.
Not getting involved.
Wrong.
I think I'll be going shortly because this foot's giving me dip.
Okay.
Well, you've been on 3 hours, so that's
And I
all.
didn't expect to be stuck
So-
here. I didn't think I'd do 3 hours, but it's helped quite a lot, I think.
Yeah,
Just,
I think laughter makes you forget a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So,
I think I'll be going to sleep soon. Just I think I'm at that stage. So I'm like trying to get my foot comfortable, but it's just not happening.
Yeah, it's gonna be
yeah.
like again, like the chat said earlier. Get a wet towel on it,
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm
Cold wet towel.
cold wet towel. Yeah.
put in the freezer.
Somebody said earlier, put a wet towel in the freezer and then put it
As well,
round.
yeah.
Yeah, I will.
Just to try and get the heat away from it, because it's the heat that makes it hurt, isn't it? 'Cause it's all your
Yeah.
blood pumping around it.
I agree. Distraction can help with pain, definitely. But
Yeah.
I'm at the point where I need to not go to sleep shortly because it's just, I'll just wake up tomorrow and be stiff again and stuck.
Well, if you don't go to sleep, we're going to just send you some more shitty jokes like we've been doing. What I've been doing.
Yeah.
My
So
jokes are amazing, I'll have you know.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
laughed so hard.
I'm a joke for all crew.
Yours were disgusting, Lainey. I don't know what you were on.
Lainey's were really, really rude. Very rude. And I didn't understand them because I'm so innocent.
Yeah, right.
I just remember the rude ones. It's weird.
There's Susan with her placemats. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, but somebody gave that to me, and I just think it's innocent words.
Well, why did you just thought they were innocent words? Do you expect me to believe that? Come on now. Come on.
Apparently, they're words that she heard me say. That's why she made it for
But
me.
like, just get my foot in the
Allegedly.
freezer.
Have you been reading top to bottom? You do know the words go left to right on that.
Lex says I've got to get my foot in the freezer. Oh, thanks,
I think
Stephen.
she's just saying, get the whole of you in the freezer.
If that's achieved, that'll be an achievement for sure.
Can you not redig in your freezers, Susan?
Oh,
I've moved round or something.
There's no space in my freezers. It's full of peas. It's full of peas.
Full of peas, yeah.
That's your
It's been,
excuse.
It's been lovely, people. So thank you very
Yes.
much for the chat. And I'm gonna try and go to sleep, I think.
Okay.
Before this gets
Well,
too
if you
bad.
need anything at all, any time, night or day, just ring Sharon.
Yeah, you ring me.
I will.
Don't ring that bloody northerner.
Well, you can ring me any time of the night because I stay up till about 6 a.m. anyway. So you can ring me.
Yeah, we had a conversation about 4 o'clock, didn't we?
So it's been a lovely catch up. Thank you very much for the laugh and the chat, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you lot for keeping us entertained.
You're welcome,
And,
mate. You know that.
I will catch you all on Tuesday. I will be back.
Bye, everybody.
Off you go, break a leg.
Bye, guys.
On a Tuesday. Program on a Tuesday. So yeah, I'll be back
Too
for that.
special.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Bye.